a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. Dobie, Dobie.
I'm thinking about truth and beauty. I think about truth and beauty all the time because, well, this may sound like I'm bragging, but I have a very sensitive soul. I mean, when I see a sunset or like that, I go ape. You take a white sail against a blue sky, or the flight of a swallow, or a dogwood in blossom, or Thalia Menninger. Beautiful, sweet, charming, greedy Thalia Menninger. The other day I got to thinking about her, that creamy, dreamy Thalia, and I was so moved that I sat down and wrote a poem. A beautiful poem. Here, I'll read it. Thalia, how I love you, Thalia. I swear by stars above you that I'll never fail you. Beautiful?
Huh?
Beautiful?
The poem? Oh, lovely.
I thought it up myself.
It's very good.
I write poems to you all the time. You know why?
Clue me.
Because I love you.
Will you be quiet?
I'm sorry, it's just that I love you so much, sometimes I'm not responsible.
Well, I appreciate that, Dobie.
And I appreciate you. Your golden hair, your red lips, your blue and white eyes.
Blue and
your
white?
Yeah, the pupils blue and the rest of the eyeballs white.
Oh.
Oh, Thalia, you're so gorgeous, so beautiful, so wonderful.
Now, Dobie, try and control yourself. I've got something to say to you.
All right, my precious lamb. Can I hold your hands?
No, I'll need them. Sometimes I make gestures when I talk.
I see.
For emphasis, you understand.
Of course, my darling. Of course, my sweet question.
Hush, I'm going to talk now.
About what?
About your poetry.
Yeah?
How long have you been writing poems?
All my life.
When are you going to stop?
Stop? Why, I could no more stop writing poems than I could stop breathing.
So long, chum.
But Thalia, what do you got against poetry?
Name me one rich poet.
Well, let me think.
You see, you can't because there aren't any. That's why you've got to give up poetry.
Now, Thalia, I know how interested you are in money.
I am not interested in money. I don't care if a man has a dime. All I want is for him to be successful and substantial, affluent.
Loaded?
Well, if that's part of it, all well and good, but it isn't the important thing.
Listen, Thalia, I'm going to make money. I'm going to be a very big poet.
No, you can't do both. It's either poetry or money. Now, which is it going to be?
Thalia.
Well, let me put it this way, then. It's either poetry or me. Think it over.
I just thought it over.
And?
I'm kicking poetry.
Good man. Now that you're not going to be a poet, what are you going to be?
Gee, I hadn't thought.
I have. You're going to be a doctor.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
No, sir. A doctor.
Me? Me cutting people open, fiddling around with their insides? Oh, come on.
Dobie, do you know how much a doctor makes on a house call? $10, that's what. And maybe even he can make a call every 15 minutes. Maybe even more if he has a good, fast car. That's at least $40 an hour, my friend. And it's even better when he's in the office. Of course, it's only $7 a visit, but he can see 3 or 4 patients at once. I mean, he puts them in different rooms, and he runs back and forth. And while one is undressing, he's examining the other ones. Why, I bet he makes about $60 or $70 an hour.
Thalia.
Oh, and about those operations, oh, brother. Once you get him on that table, it's devil take the hindmost. Ah!
Thalia.
200, 500, oh, $1,000.
Thalia, calm down or you'll be needing a doctor yourself.
Well, how about it, Dobie? You gonna be a doctor?
No.
No? How can you say no to the noblest profession of all? Healing the sick. Shame on you.
Listen, Thalia, but before you study medicine, you got to take lots of science. And I'm no good at science. I'm a poet.
You were a poet.
All right, I was a poet, but I'm still no good at science.
You'll learn.
Never.
For me.
Well,
You will try, won't you, Dobie?
I'll try.
That's my good Dobie. That's my healer.
Yeah.
Very good as usual. What are you doing to that frog, Mr. Gillis?
Oh, I'm dissecting it, sir.
With a grenade? In a little under 4 weeks that you've been in this lab, Mr. Gillis, I have watched you destroy more material and equipment than I've seen destroyed since I became a teacher. That's 31 years ago. Have you ever thought, Mr. Gillis, that you were not meant for zoology? Think on it, Mr. Gillis. Think on it.
Very funny, teacher, very funny. You're a regular red scalp. It wasn't my idea taking this crummy course. I can think of better things to do than cutting up dead frogs and fish and worms. Oh, why'd I ever get mixed up in this whole grisly mess? Why? And as for you, you don't make things any easier, you know. A whole month I've been sitting next to you, and I haven't heard one word out of you. Not one single word. Not even hello. You just sit there doing everything right and giving me a big freeze. For Pete's sake, speak to me. Say something. Say anything.
I love you.
I beg your pardon.
That's right. I love you.
Zelda, I am, of course, flattered.
Now, don't get a swelled head. You're nothing so special. You're dumb as a post, you're pigeon-toed, and you'll be bald before you're 30.
Is that so? Well, I don't want to be unkind, but you're not exactly a traffic stopper yourself.
Yeah, we're a couple of dogs, all right. Still, no, we're not too repulsive. Anyway, what's the difference? We're victims of propinquity.
What's that?
Propinquity. Nearness, closeness. Sigafoos and Wembling of Harvard, in a study of 2,900 married couples, proved that in 87% of the cases, the couples first fell in love because of propinquity. You put a boy and a girl close to each other for long enough, and it's bound to happen. It's a scientific fact.
No offense, Zelda, but I don't love you.
You will. You're Gillis, and I'm Gilroy. Don't forget they seat students alphabetically in science classes. You'll be sitting next to me all year long, and next year, too. And then when we go on to medical school, 8 more years of propinquity. Don't fight it, Dobie. You can't beat science.
I can try, Zelda. I can try.
Fool.
Hi, Angel Puss.
Just a minute.
What are you reading?
Oh, Dobie, this is fabulous. Simply fabulous.
What, my tiger?
Listen to this letter I found in the medical bulletin. It's from the mayor of Crow Wing, North Dakota. Listen. The citizens of Crow Wing, North Dakota make the following offer to any medical school, qualified medical school graduate who will agree to establish practice in our town. 1, a guaranteed income of $20,000 per year. 2, a fully equipped office free of charge. 3, a 9-room house completely furnished, free of charge. And 4, a 4-door sedan, free of charge. Isn't that frantic?
Oh, frantic, yeah.
It's a seller's market, don't you see? There's a big doctor shortage.
Big, yeah.
The whole country is
whole
competing.
country, yeah.
So naturally, most of them go to the big cities.
Oh, naturally.
So what do the small towns do?
Well,
The people get together,
and
pool their money, and make the end offers to get a doctor.
Yeah,
All you need is a degree. You don't even have to be
No,
good.
no, that's fine, Thalia, fine.
Yes,
Say,
you know, and I've been reading, too.
Say, Thalia.
What are you doing here?
I came to see you. I thought we might go down to the park and hack around.
We'll do no such thing. You get home and start studying.
But Thalia.
But nothing. What do you want to do, flunk out before you even get to medical school? Now, listen, mister, you're playing for pretty big stakes here.
Oh, this is grand. I haven't had one date with you since you talked me into this doctor business.
There'll be time for dates later.
When? Between house calls?
Oh, Dobie, you're just not looking at the big picture. Now get home and start cracking those books.
But I love you.
That's why you're going to go home and start cracking those books. Now get.
Fine romance.
Just a minute.
Yeah?
How are your marks?
Well, I don't know yet.
Have you had your midterm exams yet?
Yesterday.
Oh, so you'll know your marks tomorrow.
Afraid so.
Afraid?
Look, Failure, I told you I was no good in science.
Nonsense. A man is as good as he has to be. Now just keep thinking about the money.
Congratulations, Miss Gilroy. Excellent, excellent. 100. A very distinguished paper.
Thank you.
And yours, Mr. Gillis, has a certain distinction, too.
Thank you, sir. 34?
A new low, Mr. Gillis. Never before in the history of Central High School has anyone even come close. Perhaps never before in the history of secondary education. The record should stand for years. Unless, of course, you might break it on the next exam yourself. Yes, I'm sure you can, Mr. Gillis.
34? 34? She'll kill me.
A gift for you.
Please, Zelda, I got a lot on my mind.
Chocolate-covered cherries.
What's this all about?
It's a gift because I love you.
Zelda, please don't think me
Well,
ungrateful.
actually, it's to soften you up. It's not that I don't have confidence in propinquity. It's only I'd like to speed it up a little.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot, Zelda, but it's no use. Won't you please believe me?
Stubborn kids. Beaded moccasins, handmade.
No, Zelda.
A six-bladed, gold-plated Boy Scout knife.
Will you stop?
The trouble with you is you have a closed mind. If you just open up a little, propinquity would do the rest.
Oh, blast off. Please, Zelda.
Well, what can I do to please you? Wash your clothes, scratch your back, cook your meals, do your homework? What?
Zelda. Did you say do my homework?
Sure, I'll do your homework. I'll do anything. I love you. You think I'm happy about it? I'm not. You're a three-toed idiot, and I'd wish you'd never been born. What can I do? You're Gillis, and I'm Gilroy. You'll be sitting next to me from now on. I'm just a slave to propinquity.
All right, Zelda, you can do my homework.
All right, I'll do your homework. We'll find some cozy spot, and we'll get together every night and do our homework and maybe a little smooching on the side.
Oh, no. Can't do that.
Why not?
Because I got a job.
Well, where do you work? I'll come sit by you. The more propinquity, the better, I always say.
No. Can't do that either.
Why not?
Because I'm a lifeguard at the YMCA pool.
Oh, well, that doesn't... Well, all right. I'll do your homework every night, and I'll bring it in nice and neat in the morning. Okay, Dobie?
Fine, Zelda.
And propinquity will do the rest.
Sure, Zelda, sure. That was a terrible thing I did to Zelda Gilroy. A terrible, shameful thing. Getting her to do my homework. Lying to that poor girl. Using her so that I could carry on a romance with Thalia Mininger. Shameful. Believe me, it was on my conscience. Heavy on my conscience. Still, with Zelda doing my homework every night, I was able to spend my evenings with Thalia. And I'll tell you something. Whenever I see Thalia, my conscience kind of rolls over and plays dead. Can I hold your hands?
Is your homework all done?
All done.
Okay.
What are you thinking about?
Dermatology.
Skin disease?
It's kind of a nice specialty, dermatology. I mean, they almost never call you out in the middle of the night.
Uh-huh.
We'd be able to spend lots of time together.
Yeah.
Go to the movies and stuff like
Drive-ins,
that.
uh-huh.
Now, orthopedics is kind of a nice specialty, too, though.
Bones?
It isn't overcrowded.
Oh, I should think not.
But then surgery is where the real money is.
Yeah, well, I kind of like dermatology.
I know what? General practice. You'll do dermatology, orthopedics, and internal medicine. You know, eyes, ears, nose, and all that stuff. And surgery, too. Oh, boy, how that money will roll in. Oh, isn't it thrilling,
Yeah,
Dobie?
thrilling, that's the word for it. As you see, my nights were filled with romance. My conscience was quiet. But in the morning, back at school, I'd see Zelda, and my conscience would start hurting again.
Good morning, Dobie, sweetheart.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, what?
Good morning, Zelda.
Good morning, Zelda, what?
Good morning, Zelda, darling.
There, that wasn't so hard, was it? Here's your homework, Rosie.
Gee, thanks.
Here's a little gift.
Oh, Zelda, you shouldn't
Open it.
What can I say?
Say I love you, Kim.
Well, I'd like to, Zelda, but...
Isn't propinquity working yet?
Well, it's a little early to tell. But I think I'm beginning to detect a few signs. I guess you think I'm a heel. Well, I tell you who else thinks so. Me. But whenever I get an attack of conscience, I only have to think of Thalia. Beautiful, sweet, angelic, greedy Thalia. Are you going to knock a face like that? Certainly not. You know, the more I thought of that face, the more I wanted to write a poem. And I did. I think I can honestly say that this is one of the best things I ever did. I love you with all my power. I love you with all my might. I love you at any hour. I love you by day or night. I hope we'll soon be married, but if I should die before, see to it that I'm buried somewhere near your door. Strew roses on me humbly and heave a frequent sigh. Though I grow gray and crumbly, I'll always be your guy. Oh, how I wished I could have shown this poem to Thalia. But of course I couldn't. So instead I just took this poem, this beautiful poem, and stuck it away in a book. And Thalia never knew what she was missing. Poor kid.
Good morning, Miss Gilroy. Good morning, Mr. Gillis.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, sir.
Mr. Gillis, I'm not one who bestows praise lightly, but I must say your homework in the past few weeks has shown a remarkable improvement.
Oh, it's nothing, sir.
Oh, no, Mr. Gillis, it's something, because now I know you're prepared for the final examinations which occur on Friday. Do me proud, Mr. Gillis. It's one of the few rewards of an underpaid profession. Good morning.
Final examinations next Friday?
Don't worry, Dobie. I've got it all figured out.
Well, how are you going to take my exam for me?
Well, I can't do that, but I can tutor you.
Tutor me?
Do you think you can get time off from your job at the YMCA pool?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Uh-huh.
Good. And we'll get together every night.
For what?
To cram, cram, cram. Now pay close attention. I'll go through it once again. Myriapods are distinguished from arachnids by the smaller number of somites and appendages.
Oh, I don't understand one word of it.
Well, don't try to understand it. Just memorize it. Learn it by heart and remember it, because these are the things that will come up on the final exam.
Yeah, don't try to understand. Just
Right.
memorize. True?
Right, true. Ready?
Ready.
Now repeat after me.
Yeah.
Myriapods
Myriapods
are distinguished
from arachnids
by the smaller number of
It's It's just like you said. Everything you told me is in the test. Shh. You're okay, Zelda. You're a real human being. Hi, beauty.
How did your test go?
Oh, a breeze, a pushover, a piece of cake.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah, me too.
Because the more I think about medicine, the more I know I've made a wise decision, haven't we?
Yeah.
Do you realize the money there is in hospitals?
Well, frankly, I hadn't thought about it.
There is a fortune. That's what, a fortune. Do you know the markup in oxygen alone? Fantastic. Really fantastic. And everything else. Why, the poor customers, what can they do? You got them flat on their back.
Yeah, thrilling. That's the word for it.
That's right, thrilling.
Can I hold your hands?
Oh, sure. You sure you passed your exams?
Oh, I'm sure, baby.
Doctor?
0?
What's wrong, Dobie? You look green.
Zelda, I don't get it. I answer these questions exactly the way you told me.
Yep.
What do you mean, yep?
I mean that all the answers I told you were wrong.
But why?
'Cause you're a no-good rat.
I don't quite follow you.
I'll start from the beginning. One night, a couple of weeks ago, while I was answering the problems in your lab manual, a sheet of paper fell out. There was a poem written on that sheet of paper. A poem that began, I love you with all my power, I love you with all my might. Remember that poem, Dobie?
Yeah.
I thought you'd written that poem to me. I thought propinquity had finally worn you down. I was very happy. I wanted to tell you how happy I was. So I phoned the YMCA pool and asked for you. They never heard of you.
So you went looking for me.
And I found you at Charlie Wong's holding hands with Thalia Menninger. So I decided to fix your wagon.
Well, you did it.
Are you sore, Dobie?
No, I had it coming.
Cheer up, Dobie. I still love you.
I appreciate that, Zelda, but I love another.
Thalia?
Yeah.
You'll never get her.
True. And you'll never get me. So why don't we just call the whole thing off?
I'll get you. Propinquity will do the trick. You haven't given it a fair trial.
Zelda, I hate to tell you this, but propinquity doesn't work.
It certainly does.
No, it doesn't. Anyhow, you're never going to get a chance to find out, because I'm getting out of zoology and going back to poetry. If I can't have Thalia, at least I can have Shelley and Keats. Well, here I am. Alone, unloved, unwanted. It's just like Keats said. And this is why I sojourn here, alone and palely loitering, though the sedge has withered from the lake and no birds sing. That's true. No birds sing, no music in my life, no joy. It's just like Shelley said, out of the day and night, a joy has taken flight. Well, that's the way it is with me. How about Zelda? Well, I'm happy to report that with her, things are not too bad. It seems she was right about propinquity after all. When I quit zoology, a new guy took my place at her table. You remember about alphabetical seating? Well, she's Zelda Gilroy. He's Clyde Gillingwater. They're going steady now. They're very happy. I'm glad somebody is.
Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dream or at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have a girl to call his own. He wants a gal who's dreamy, Dobie. Wants a gal who's creamy, Dobie. Wants a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
Did I ever tell you about my brother Davy? He's at college. He's smart. He's smooth. He's got girls. Lots of girls. Someday I hope to be like Davy. If I live that long, which I doubt, because there are sinister influences working against me. Sinister influences.
Dobie!
He's not here.
No! The answer is no!
Oh, I gotta kill that boy. I just got it.
What's wrong?
That was the Citizens National Bank on the phone. Your son Dobie went down there this morning and tried to negotiate a loan.
A loan? Well, what is Dobie using for collateral?
My grocery store.
Talk! I'm waiting. Say something.
You've got a hangnail, Dad.
Dobie, dear, you really do owe your father an explanation. This time he's right.
That's right. A man sacrifices and works. What do you mean this time I'm right? I'm always right.
Herbert, if you are always right, then the rest of us are always wrong.
Yeah, that's true, Dad. I think you should apologize to Mom.
Well, gee, Winnie, I didn't mean it. What am I apologizing for? Did I try to make the loan?
Well, that's a wonderful suggestion, sir. You make the loan and I won't be stuck for the interest. Mom, Dad didn't mean to yell at you. Let's forgive him.
Of course I forgive you, Herbert.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Winnie. Stop twisting me around.
Oh, dear, you do have a hangnail.
All right, Shifty. Talk or else. Why did you try to get a mortgage on my store?
I wasn't trying to mortgage your store. Only my 25%.
Your what?
Dad, we're a family, true?
True.
Yeah, and there are 4 of us. You, Mom, Davy, and me, true?
True.
So that makes 4 shares, 25% to each of us. True?
True. And your 25% is the back room and it needs cleaning, so get down there and get started.
I'd love to, Dad, but I've got some studying to do.
Oh, and I know what you're going to study.
Maynard? Maynard?
You rang?
You know who that girl is?
No, why?
Oh, I love her.
Just another Earth girl, Daddy.
She's leaving. I have to make contact.
Oh, go ahead, Pops. I'll catch you when you fall.
Thank you.
Would you love a poor man?
Are you ill?
Please let me be your slave. I'm Dobie Gillis.
Arrivederci, thick one.
Oh, Swedish, huh?
No, that was goodbye in Italian.
Oh, my strong suit is hygiene. Can't we go steady?
You are the thickest.
Could we be friends?
No,
Pen pals?
that I might consider.
Fine, I'll get a nice pen and we'll lock ourselves up in it.
Thick.
Wait, don't.
Miss Dobie.
It's Dobie with a B. Greetings. Davy, you've been expelled again.
No, dear boy. Cast not the first stone. I usually goof off the first week of each semester. Much confusion reigns.
Oh,
What's new?
I'm in love.
New girl in town?
How could you tell?
You've run through all the old ones.
She's the most. You know, I'd even get a job for her.
What's her name?
Well, I don't know. So I was just going to ask her when she walked out.
Well, I suggest you learn her name. It comes in handy during the marriage ceremony.
Yeah. Gee, Davy, you think I'll ever get to be as smooth as you?
I doubt it.
Well, can't you give me any hints on how to impress her? I'm really emotionally unstable for this person.
How are you fixed for loot?
Need you ask? He's your father, too.
There are no bad children. There are only stingy fathers.
Well, what'll I do? I'm overdrawn on my allowance for the next 5 years.
When's your birthday? You can hawk Dad's present.
How do you sell a handshake?
We have been blessed, haven't we? You're 8 for a girl, you don't know her name, you don't have any money. What do you have?
Well, I do have a dimple in my chin.
Not enough, old chap. We'll have to try the Lombardi approach.
The Lombardi approach? The Lombardi approach?
Named after Tony Lombardi, the famous Italian exchange student, whom Italy refuses to take back.
He sounds smooth.
Smooth. Oil should have it so good. 2 minutes of Lombardi and Miss, what's her name, will be begging you for dates. And what's more, she'll pay your way.
I hope this doesn't involve chloroform.
Oh, this is better than drugs, bucko. Lombardi appeals to a trait inherent in all women. Weltschmerz.
Weltschmerz?
Yeah, that's German for, Weltschmerz.
Gee, you know everything, don't you?
Well, if a guy doesn't know it all by the time he's 20, he may as well throw in the towel.
Yeah.
Now, here's how it works.
Yeah, tell me.
You invent a past for yourself.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Trouble.
Trouble.
Hardship. Poverty. Misery.
Well, I've got all that now.
Well, then what you need is an older woman in your life.
Hey, how about Mom?
You're a dear lad, but you'll never make a Casanova.
Well, what older woman?
The mysterious Mrs. X.
Mrs. X? You mean there's a Mr. X?
Of course, that's what makes it all so,
Weltschmerz?
No, pathétique. Bad, that's French for pathetic.
Oh. I'm in love with a married woman.
And she's in love with you, madly, wildly, tempestuously.
Yeah.
Mr. Williams ill. No class today. Next math class tomorrow.
Hey, great news. No class. The teacher's sick.
Oh, good, good. I can use this hour to look for that girl.
What girl?
The one who... I'll see you, Maynard.
I'm warning you, I got an A last semester in bow and arrow.
I've been searching for you, and here you are in my very same math class.
Are you looking for a fat eye?
I'm looking for forgiveness. Oh, I had no right to touch you yesterday. I was hungry for affection. Darn her.
Her? Her who?
Oh, please don't get involved. You're too sweet to be burdened with an older woman's unhappy, yet beautiful love affair.
Well, math class is canceled, and I really don't mind being burdened until the bell rings.
You're so much like her.
I am?
Younger and prettier, of course. But the Weltschmerz is there, all right.
It is?
In spades. Can I trust you? Who knows how or why these things start. 1 minute a guy delivers a bag of groceries. The next, a door opens. There she is. Your eyes meet. What's your name?
Felicia.
Oh, Felicia. There's integrity there.
Oh, it's really Selma, but I changed it.
Oh. Well, that shows strength. Strength, like Joan of Arc, kind of.
With the woman who opened the door. What's her name?
Let's just refer to her as Mrs. X.
She's married?
Are you shocked?
Of course not. I read a lot.
Our relationship is purely intellectual. We play Monopoly together. I swear it, I swear it. She's taken every penny I have. When will it stop, Felicia?
That's not nice of her.
It's not Mrs. X's fault. There's a monkey on her back.
She works in the circus?
She works in the... You are sweet. That's just an expression. It means she's saddled with something. In her case, it's her husband. He drinks.
Liquor?
Liquor. A bottle of hair lotion lasts 20 minutes over there.
When your money goes for his drinking?
Oh, poor devil. It was the war. 26 days pinned down on the Anzio beachhead. Poor devil.
Dobie, if it's too wicked for you to go on, you needn't now. We can meet at the mall shop and you can finish there.
Felicia, just speaking to you has relieved the pain. And I would like to lean on your strength at the malt shop, but I have no money. They get it all.
Well, I have plenty of money. My dad's a lad.
Men don't ask their fathers for money.
Oh, I don't have to ask. He just throws it at me.
He does? Well, I don't like the thought of you paying for me.
Well, then we can just walk and talk.
Well, I wouldn't want to deprive you of your enjoyment. Perhaps I'll go to the park and think for a bit. Then the right answer will come.
My. You certainly have standards, don't you?
One does one's best.
Hey, girl, I'm looking for Dobie Gillis.
He's out there suffering. He's in torment.
Somebody offer him a job?
You don't understand. It's a secret. I can't. Look, that must be her.
Pardon me. Can you tell me where I take the bus for 3rd and Maypole?
Well, yes, ma'am.
What do you mean that must be her?
I'm sorry. My lips are sealed. Oh, but it's wrong for Mrs. X to follow him here to school. Why isn't she home watching the hair lotion? Why must she bleed Dobie of every penny? It just isn't right.
Yeah, you keep a nice secret.
That woman, I recognize her.
Yeah? Clue me.
I was in the registration office earlier, and she came in.
Mrs. X?
Oh, dear. Perhaps I will phone for a taxi after all. Thank you. Oh, I don't want to be a nuisance, but do you have change for a quarter?
Ma'am, anything under 50 cents, you've come to the right party.
Oh, how can she keep taking his money like that?
Dobie has money? Somebody must have died.
How clever of her to volunteer at once to replace Mr. Williams. I guess she just can't keep away from Dobie.
Are you sure that...
Don't you get it? The monkey on Dobie's back is our new math teacher.
Hello. Oh, hello, Felicia. The ball game? Gee, I don't know, Felicia. You paid for the mulch yesterday and the movies, and I...
Are you daft, lad? Let her spin.
But I don't feel right about this.
According to Lombardi, this phone should ring in exactly 15 seconds.
That innocent creature's bilking her father dry for me.
Don't get soft now. You owe it to Lombardi to go the distance. 10. What's the difference if you bankrupt your old man? Someday your daughter will bankrupt you. Now. I return to college today, and I'll have to face Lombardi. Don't send me off ashamed of my brother.
Hello? Oh, I'm sorry, Felicia. She cut us off. She just forced her way in here.
Oh, Dobie, I need your help.
I can't talk now. Yeah, you can take me to the ball game. Uh-huh. Box seats? Well, if you prefer, dear. Yeah. Bye.
You are now a Lombardi man.
Then I heard this wild scream. It was her. She had followed him to his home. She must be dead.
Good morning. I am Mrs. Adams. I'll be replacing Mr. Williams during his illness. Find a seat. I know you'll be pleased to hear that I'll not keep you long today because, frankly, I haven't had a chance to do my homework. But,
Yeah, I bet I know what she's been doing instead of her homework.
I wonder what Dobie's got.
Her.
I hope that while I'm here, we shall all become better acquainted and share our troubles. I feel that best results are obtained when there is a closeness between teacher and student, a growing together. So please feel free to knock at my door anytime. Always warm and understanding. And I want you to enjoy your math class because experience has taught me one can derive quite a lot of fun from triangles. Now, if everyone will close...
What's everybody staring at?
Young man,
Yes, ma'am.
what is your name?
Dobie Gillis, ma'am.
You look familiar.
I saw you yesterday.
Oh, yes, you're the young man who gave me the money. Well, it's nice to see you, Mr. Gillis. It's nice to see all of you. Well, tomorrow we'll get down to serious business, but right now, I know this is going to grieve you deeply. Class dismissed.
Felicia, what gives? Everybody's staring at me like I forgot to dress.
Dobe, if you ever feel like leaning back against a couch and spilling your insides, I'm loaded with advice, Pops.
Felicia, you see? Everybody's... You think maybe I'm flipping?
Dobie, I told.
Told?
It just seemed to come out about you and Mrs. Adams.
What seemed to... Me and Mrs. Adams?
I saw her keep that rendezvous with you in the park across the street.
Felicia, look,
Are you too distraught to let me take you to the ball game today?
Felicia,
Shall I
look,
tell my father we won't want the convertible this Friday?
Convertible?
I thought you might want to rest your mind, and we could take a nice long drive somewhere.
Yeah.
I could pack a snack for just the two of us.
Just the two of us, dear?
I guess you're too angry with me now to let... I think it's beautiful. Just beautiful. I mean the way you both pretend you're strangers.
Yeah.
How's her husband?
Who? Oh, her husband. Yeah, well...
Oh, Dobie, let me help you forget. Let me take you out for a bird in a bottle.
Any... What kind of bird?
Squab.
Oh. What kind of bottle?
Cream soda.
Oh. Very well. But it's so wrong, my dear. You give, and I take and take. It's so terribly, terribly wrong.
You like the candy?
Oh, so wrong. So wrong.
Oh, ripe olive?
Oh, yummy, yummy. So wrong.
Poor dear.
So wrong. Any squab left?
We'll have a nice weekend, students. Class... dismissed.
Aren't you excited?
Yeah.
All I have to do is go get Daddy's car and pick up the goodies and then come by for you. Shall I honk 3 times?
If it makes you happy, dear. I hope you didn't go to too much bother.
Oh, no bother at all. I got ham and cheese and crackers.
Oh, I love crackers. With caviar.
Caviar?
Oh, forget it.
Oh, but if you like
Well, if you
caviar...
insist, buy it at my father's store, but don't mention my name or he'll raise the price.
Oh, Mr. Gillis.
I think she resents me.
She's had a rough time. Be kind.
Mr. Gillis, I'm not at all pleased with your marks. I'm afraid you're going to have to spend some time with me this afternoon.
But I have plans.
4 o'clock promptly.
Yes, ma'am. I can't go for the ride.
I said I'd buy caviar.
I have to stay after class.
What for?
My math is weak.
Ha! She just won't set you free.
Felicia.
Oh, why didn't you go back to your whiny old husband?
Please.
Well, I even mixed a special salad for us.
Please.
I destroyed the recipe so it would just be ours.
We'll eat it tomorrow.
The lettuce, the wilt.
Oh, I like you when you're jealous. There's fire in your eyes.
I hate to interrupt what seems to be a very animated conversation, but 4 o'clock, Mr. Gillis. Have a nice weekend, Miss Gray.
Well, that's pathétique. That's French for pathetic.
I tell you, Winnie, that Dobie's up to something. He hasn't hit me for money all week.
Clear your mind of bad thoughts, dear.
Do you think he could have gotten that loan on the store?
Of course not. How could he?
I don't know, but maybe I should have sent his picture to every bank in town, not just the Citizens National. The truck. Has anybody been around to repossess the truck?
Really, Herbert, aren't you being a little... Davy, dear.
Hi, gorgeous. Hello there.
Why aren't you up at school?
Weekend, Dad.
Well, how come your weekend starts so early? You must leave the campus Wednesday afternoon.
Dad, nothing ever happens at school on Thursday and Friday.
Since when?
Automation, Dad, automation.
There's the reason Dobie's becoming a bum, because his brother is a bigger bum.
Well, Davy's older, dear. I'll go and help him unwrap.
Mr. Gillis?
Yeah?
You are looking at a woman's burns.
By anyone in particular?
Oh, your son, Dobie. What I've done for that boy. I filled him with moths and sundaes and potato chips and squab, and I've even taken him bowling so that he could have healthful recreation and build up his muscles.
Who paid for all that?
I did. And now he's thrown me over because he's in love with an older woman.
An older woman?
His math teacher. And he's with her right now.
An older woman.
Well, I'm only telling you this for Dobie's sake. Because Actually, he has the soul of an angel.
You sure you got the right Dobie, a semi-false, rather foolish-looking boy?
He's squandering all his money on her and her drunken husband.
Husband?
Yes.
Winifred! Do you mean that Dobie's got an older woman with a drunk? Winifred!
I'm going to send him a bill for that monogram bowling ball I bought him, and he'd better pay. My father's a lawyer.
Winifred!
What is it? What's the matter?
Come on and watch the store. I've got something to do.
Oh, what can I do it for you?
No, this is man's work.
Oh, all right.
Hey, Winnie, when kids are born in a hospital, they're pretty particular about identification. I mean, we couldn't have gotten the wrong one, could we?
You mean Dobie? Of course not.
That's what I figured.
Frankly, Dobie, I am very dissatisfied with these marks you're getting. I looked up your personality profile, your aptitude test, and they don't tell me a thing. Dobie, truly, I don't want to pry, but is there anything wrong at home?
No.
What is it, Dobie? Don't you get along with your parents?
Oh, sure, I get along great. Of course, Dad hates me, but
Your father
that's only
hates
natural.
you.
Well, you know how fathers are.
I certainly do not.
Doesn't matter, I love him. I mean, it's not his fault he's cruel and hard and warped.
Dobie,
Dad, what are you doing here?
I'm a rescue party. This is the teacher?
Yeah, Mrs. Adams, my father.
I see.
No, I see, and boy, do I see. Back in my day, teachers looked like teachers. Who's the principal here, Marilyn Monroe?
You and I have something to discuss.
You can bet your pretty little neck we have. Dobie, wait for me in the park.
Dad,
Out!
Dad,
Mr. Gillis, do you understand your son?
No, I understand him, but good.
I doubt it. Do you know how involved that boy is?
All right, so why don't you leave him alone?
I will not leave him alone. I have an interest in him.
Oh, I know all about that. Look, lady, why don't you cut him loose, please? After all, Dobie's just a kid, and not a very bright kid. At that. What do you see in him?
I see a man, tall and strong, facing the future, clear-eyed, windswept, unafraid.
Oh, I beg your pardon, but Dobie, can't you do any better than that?
No, I cannot. This is what I was made for, this kind of challenge.
No offense, miss, but how old are you?
I'm 30.
Dobie is 17. 17!
I know, it's my age group. I chose it.
Lady, you better see one of them head doctors.
Mr. Gillis, have you ever stopped to think that this whole thing might be your fault?
Mine?
In my
In
experience...
your experience, you mean than others?
Of course.
Like Dobie?
Of course.
How many?
15, 20, 30, I don't know.
When do you find time to teach?
I make time.
Oh, you bet you do, Mrs. Well, look, let's get down to business. I want to settle this thing right now.
And so do I. There is a way out.
All right, I'm a poor man, but I'll mortgage the store.
Oh, it isn't money, Mr. Gillis. What I want from you is love.
Oh, please, I'm tired. My back aches, my feet hurt.
Oh, no excuses, Mr. Gillis. Love is the only answer. You show that boy that you really care for him, and he won't be needing me.
Let me get this straight. You want me to love Dobie, and then you'll get off his back. True?
Absolutely.
Well, it doesn't make any sense, but neither does anything else around here. Okay, missus, you got yourself a deal. Shake.
I'm sure you're not a bad sort, Mr. Gillis. I mean, deep down.
You ain't exactly repulsive yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We do understand each other.
Oh, 100%.
Good day, Mr. Gillis.
Good day, ma'am. Oh, I almost forgot. I brought a little something for you. For the rummy.
Mommy, I don't even play bridge.
Dad, listen. I have a
Now
perfectly
listen to
logical
nothing.
explanation.
We'll say no more about it. Especially to your mother. I got you out of it this time, but boy, if it ever happens again, I'll take an axe handle to you. Come on home. You dog, you.
Davy, you're older than I am and you're smarter. You've had a lot more experience and you can give me a lot of help. Will you do me a favor?
Of course, dear boy. What?
Don't.
Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dream one at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have a girl to call his own. Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, it's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
I'm taking Latin in school, and I can tell you why the Roman Empire declined and fell. It's because it takes all day to say anything in Latin. I mean, if your house is on fire or Attila the Hun is at the gates, and you've got to stop and think of tenses, cases, and conjugations before you can call for help, brother, you're dead. But in their slow way, the Romans used to get off a good one every now and then. Take this guy Tacitus, for instance. He said, amico firmo nihil, ame milius potest. This means nothing can be purchased which is better than a firm friend. Now that's a fact. You take my buddy Maynard Krebs. There now is a firm friend. Maynard will do anything for me. Sometimes I wish he wouldn't.
Hey, Big Daddy.
Hello. I want to ask you a question.
All day long?
And it may take all day.
Okay, good buddy. What's up?
Tell me something, Maynard. I've been sitting here 3.5 hours waiting for Thalia Menninger. Did you give her the note?
Sure.
What'd she say?
She said, I don't like remember.
Look, Maynard, concentrate. I gave you a note yesterday to deliver to Thalia. Remember?
Sure. It's right here.
Maynard, if the note's in your pocket, then you didn't give it to Thalia, did you?
Good thinking.
Maynard.
So what do we do today, man?
We'll do nothing today, or tomorrow, or the next day, Maynard.
You sore, Doe?
No, I'm not sore, Maynard. It's just that I need a little vacation from you. Look, go somewhere, please, Maynard. I love you, but you're driving me ape. I gotta have some time off.
Oh. Where'll I go?
Why don't you go to the record store and listen to some jazz?
Hey, cool, Pops.
Like no, Daddy-o. Like what, Riff? Like don't come in the store.
Like why?
Look, Maynard, I like you. You know that.
Like thanks.
Yeah, but like you can't hang here no more. I mean, take your business like elsewhere, you dig?
What I like do?
Maynard, I sell like new records. But when you're through playing them records like 200-300 times, man, I'm like in the second-hand business. It's piercing. I mean, you're like something else, man. You're cool and you're hip and you dig and like that, but, man, I got like a wife and kid to support. I hate to lower the boom on you, Dad, but it's a definite split. I mean, don't come back no more.
That's like rough, Riff.
What can I like do, Maynard? I mean, I took a look at that Diz album when you got through with it the other day, and there were no grooves left on it at all. It was a full smooth. Be a pal, Maynard. Flake off, huh?
Where'll I like go?
Like school?
Yeah, I guess I can. I'll be like seeing you.
Maynard, no. Like, please?
He managed to arrive at a frank and even noble eloquence, a plain but persuasive power. Class dismissed.
Now, Dobe, now?
No, Maynard. Not yet.
Maynard.
Yeah, Big Daddy? I mean, yes, sir.
That's better. Maynard, I've been wanting to talk to you about this examination paper.
Yeah, it figures.
The question, if you will recall, was what, in your opinion, is the most moving lyric ever written? Maynard, there is, of course, room for a wide variety of opinion, but when the Saints go marching in...
The greatest. Oh, when the Saints go marching...
Maynard! I've thought long and hard about your case, Maynard, and I must confess myself completely baffled.
You want me to stay after school?
Heaven forfend.
I got nothing else to do.
Find something.
Like what?
Like Charlie Wong's ice cream parlor. Isn't that where your colleagues foregather of an afternoon?
Yeah, good thinking, man.
Thank you.
Don't fence me in. Let me ride through the wide open country that I love. Don't fence me in.
Oh, how square can you get?
How many times have I told you?
Ain't you got a soul, man? This is the coolest, real progressive.
I know it's real progressive.
I'll play some more, huh?
No more.
How come?
Because when you play, nobody sings. And when they don't sing, they don't get thirsty. When they don't get thirsty, they don't order malts and sodas. And when they don't order malts and sodas, Charlie Wong is out of business.
Oh, I'm like disappointed, Charlie.
I'm like off 40% since you started coming in here.
You don't dig me.
Maynard, I dig you the most. But go.
Go like where?
Go like home. You do live someplace, don't you?
Yeah. I'm home. What'd I do?
Nothing, dear. It's all right.
But Dad's like moaning.
Maynard, honey, why don't you go outside and play?
Go outside and play. Mom, I'm like a grown man. I've got a beard.
Please go, dear.
How come?
You know, dear, your father loves you very much.
Yeah, and I love him. And you too, Mom. I mean, it's like togetherness.
As I was saying, your father loves you very much. But for a while, just for a little while, he doesn't want to look at you.
You dig.
Try to dig, dear, but dig outside.
Sir, if I've done anything like wrong, please tell me about it. I mean, how am I going to learn otherwise?
He has a point, dear.
Very well. Maynard, I have here a bill from the telephone company. Now, do you remember of making a telephone call on Saturday the 18th?
I don't know, Dad. I make lots of calls.
I've got to give you that. But this happens to be a special telephone call, Maynard. It's long distance. Come on, think, son. Think.
Yeah, I got it. I called Diz.
Aha, Diz who?
Dizzy Gillespie. There ain't no others, man.
I don't know. Would you mind telling me why you called Dizzy Gillespie?
Oh, I had to, Dad. I mean, when I heard that new album, I flipped like my whole skull. Want I should play it for you?
Oh, yeah. No.
It's the most. I mean, when a man plays like that, you just gotta tell him. I mean, if somebody gave you a ball like this gives me, why, let him know about it, wouldn't you? I mean, it's not nice if you don't, true?
No, true. But tell me, why did you talk to him so long?
It wasn't so long. In fact, it was pretty short, like 10 seconds. He hung up on me. I think he was sore because I woke him.
What time did you call him?
7 o'clock.
In the morning.
No, at night.
And he was still asleep?
Well, it wasn't 7 o'clock at night there.
Where?
Where this was playing. Copenhagen.
Maynard, honey, $28.
Alice, please.
Yeah, I know it's a little steep, but just let me play the record for you.
Alice, if you love me, you'll get...
Won't you go outside like a good boy?
Good boy. I'm no good. Not to my family, not to my friends, not like to anybody.
Oh, no, son, no. No, you are a good boy. You're a fine boy. A little mixed up, perhaps, but you are a fine boy. But you must understand, Maynard, there are times when even those who love you the most just have to get rid of you for a little while.
Nobody wants me.
Oh, we want you, dear.
Hey, a letter from me.
Well, I better read it.
Maynard, honey, by all means, dear, read it, but read it outside.
Hey, Dad, can I have the car?
Okay, Dad, I'll go.
Hey, Dobie.
No, not yet, Maynard. Let's give it a few more weeks, huh, buddy?
It's all right, Dobie. I just wanted to say goodbye.
Goodbye?
Goodbye.
Maynard, where are you going?
And a good thing, too. I'm no use to anybody.
Where are you going?
Maybe they'll make a man of me. It's possible.
Maynard, concentrate. Where are you going?
The Army. I've just been drafted.
Well, how can you be drafted? You're 17 years old.
No, Dobe. I'm like 18.
But you're in my class at school.
I flunked quite a lot, Dobe.
Gee, that's tough, getting drafted.
Could be the best thing ever happened to me.
Maybe, but it's still tough. Especially on your mother and father. I bet they'll be all broken up.
I don't know, Dobe. My father's head of the draft board.
I don't mind telling you I am low. I mean, Maynard's news hit me like a blunt instrument. I just can't seem to snap out of it. It's not only Maynard I'm worried about. It's the Army, too. The whole thing. Very depressing.
Dobie? Dobie? Mr. Gillis?
Yes, sir?
You seem more distant today than usual. You feel all right?
Yes, sir.
In that case, do you think you could open your book to page 386?
Yes, sir.
Today we are going to discuss a modern trend in literature. The trend toward concise writing. On today's swift-moving society, concise writing has become more and more important. People simply don't have time to read long, leisurely stories and articles. They want their information condensed, compressed, concise. Take, for example, the success of magazines like the Reader's Digest or TV Guide. They reflect the national desire for information in a concise form. So, for your next assignment in composition, I want you to write me a concise essay. No more than 100 words. The topic will be the most interesting character of the 18th century. Keep your sentences brief, pack them with facts, and make every word count. Dobie, are you sure you're all right?
Yes, sir.
Are you quite sure?
No, sir. No, I'm not all right. I'm miserable. I've never been so miserable in my whole miserable life.
May one ask why?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. I'm losing the best friend a man ever had. Maynard's been drafted.
Bless my soul. You know, I find myself strangely saddened by this news. Bless my soul. Well, Maynard, I shall miss you.
Me?
May come as a shock to you. Does to me. As a fact, I shall miss you. Indeed, we all shall. A thought has just occurred to me. An inspiration, you might call it. Now, I just assigned you a composition of 100 words on the most interesting character of the 18th century. I want to change that assignment. Instead, I want each and every one of you to bring me tomorrow a 100-word essay on the subject, What Maynard Krebs Means to Me.
Me too?
No, Maynard, you're excused.
Dobie.
Testimonial. That's what we had for Maynard, a testimonial. So many people came around with essays that the classroom wasn't big enough to hold everybody. So Mr. Pomfret, you know, he's a pretty good Joe underneath it all. Yeah. Mr. Pomfret called off class that day, and instead we all went over to Charlie Wong's ice cream parlor, and that's where we had our testimonial that night.
Lots of people think Maynard dresses pretty bad. As a matter of fact, I'm one of those people. But it's not the clothes that count. It's the heart that beats beneath those clothes. And I want to tell you that underneath that cruddy sweatshirt beats one of the largest hearts of our generation. To me, there are only two really great hearts in the world today. Maynard Krebs and Albert Schweitzer.
Thank you, Bart. Now a word from Mr. Ryan.
I want to blow like a tribute to a swinging cat. Maynard Krebs. Maynard is like with it. I mean, jazz. Lots of cats think they're with jazz, but they're like wrong. I mean, if you're with jazz, you can't be with nothing else. And Maynard ain't with nothing else. He swings. He is way out. He's cool. He digs diz. He's a great American. Like, thank you.
Like, thank you, Mr. Ryan. And now a word from Mr. Wong.
There's an old Chinese proverb I just made up which says, when Maynard goes out the door, joy goes out the window. It's true. I've thrown Maynard out of my place many times. But right now, all I wish is he comes back soon so I can start throwing him out again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wong. It's only fitting that Maynard's best friend, Dobie Gillis, should wind up these proceedings, but before Dobie speaks, I should like to read my little essay on Maynard. My years of teaching, I have seen countless students come and go. Today, when I think back on their faces, they tend to blur and run together. But Maynard's, I feel certain, will always remain distinct in my memory. There's never been another like him. There never will be. For this, I am, of course, grateful. But still in all, it has been a privilege to know this curious, shabby, education-proof, and somehow gallant young man. Thank you. And now, Dobie Gillis.
I don't know what kind of mark Mr. Pomfret is going to give me on this essay. I'm afraid it isn't very concise. You see, I go back a long way with Maynard. We've been buddies ever since we were little tiny babies. In fact, we learned to walk together. Funny thing about Maynard, first he learned to walk and then he learned to crawl. That thing's kind of backwards sometimes. Anyhow, we go back a long way, Maynard and me. We were always together ever since the beginning. I remember one summer when we were kids, we sold bluing door to door and won a pony. The next summer, we sold the pony door to door. In all the time we've been with each other, we've had our differences, of course, but I've never, not once, been sore at Maynard. I mean, who could be sore at a sweet, good, kind human being like that? Sure, he's a little bit weird, and in fact, he's quite a lot weird. But he's good, and he's true, and he's loyal, and he's generous, and he's trustworthy, and there's not one mean bone in that whole funny-looking body. I'm gonna miss that kook. Life will not be the same. Well, I better stop now before I get too misty and make the presentation. Maynard, all of us got together and chipped in for a couple of going-away gifts. I take great pleasure in presenting to you this lightweight, weather-resistant two-suit bag and this shock-proof, waterproof, solid steel watch with a sweep second hand.
Thank you, Dobie. Friends, fellow classmates, Mr. Pomfret. I don't know what to say. Krebs, Maynard G, reporting for duty.
Krebs who?
Maynard G, reporting for duty, sir.
What duty?
I'm in the Army, Big Daddy. You drafted me yesterday.
I've got no Krebs here.
Must be some kind of snafu, Pops. I got my orders yesterday.
Let me see. I got news for you, Krebs, Maynard G. This is no induction notice. It's just a classification.
I don't think.
You've just been classified, that's all, like all 18-year-old kids do. It could be 6 months before you're drafted. Maybe a year, maybe 2, maybe never.
Oh, this is terrible. I gotta go now.
Why?
Because all my friends got together and gave me like a testimonial. I mean, they all said how much they love me and like that. And they gave me this bag. And this watch. Solid steel with a sweep second hand. I gotta go.
I don't follow you, Maynard G. If your friends all love you so much, why don't you stay with them?
Oh, you don't understand, Pops. They don't especially love me when I'm around. Only when I'm like leaving.
We'll just have to put up with you, Maynard G. You're not being drafted today.
Please, please, you gotta take me, Corporal.
Corporal?
Colonel?
That's closer. I'm a captain.
Please, Captain, take me right now. I'll enlist.
No, I don't know.
Please?
What do your parents think about this?
I don't know. I never asked them.
You never asked them. Don't you think you ought to, Maynard G?
Do I have to?
You don't have to, but you ought to. Is that the way to treat your little careworn mother?
Yeah, she is a little careworn.
Then go on home and ask her.
All right, man. But they'll never let me go. Never. Mom, Dad, I know what a terrible blow this is to you, but you gotta do it for me. You just gotta.
Is there something I have to sign?
But look at it this way. The Army needs men. It's like my patriotic duty.
Do we both sign, dear, or just your father?
And I'll write you lots of letters, and I'll get passes and furloughs and like that. So it won't be like we'll never see each other.
You know, if you hurry, you could get back before the recruiting.
Yeah, and I got like another idea. Why don't you get my cousin Jerome to come and live with you? I mean, he's like an orphan, and he could stay in my room. So you won't be like so lonesome.
Look, it's almost 4 o'clock, Maynard. Why don't you take the car?
It'll be good for me. I mean, the Army builds men, and I could earn like a trade and travel and round out my personality. And when I come home to you, I'll be a much better person. Oh, please, Dad. Please, Mom. Won't you give me your consent?
Yes, dear.
Son, you've talked us into it.
Oh, thank you. You're like real human beings.
Raise your right hand. Your right hand?
Oh.
Repeat after me. I, Maynard G. Krebs.
I, Maynard G. Krebs.
How do you do? I'm Major Bradbury.
Major, I'm Dobie Gillis.
Who do you want to see?
Well, I came to visit Maynard Krebs. He said it'd be all right after he finished his basic training.
Ah, yes, Krebs, Maynard G. Splendid soldier, splendid.
Maynard G. Krebs?
Yes, we made him an acting corporal, you know.
Maynard G. Krebs?
Yes, he's got the best squad in the outfit. Look over there, you'll see him about to drill his squad now.
Like who?
And they've made him an acting corporal already.
They have?
Yeah, and he's real happy. I talked to him a long time afterwards. He misses you, of course, but he's real happy.
I miss him, too.
And so do I.
Yeah, we all miss him. Gee, wouldn't it be great to hear that crazy beat again, that knocked out rhythm? Excuse me.
Yeah, Big Daddy.
Where'd you come from?
Up the river from New Orleans like John.
My name's Dobie Gillis. What's yours?
Jerome.
Jerome what?
Krebs.
Crabs? You mean
cousin.
Oh. Well, welcome to our city.
Cool, Dad.
Dobie, once a gal was dreamy. Dobie, once a gal was creamy. Dobie, once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, she's hers and hers alone. Once a gal was dreamy. Dobie, once a gal was creamy. Dobie, once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, she's hers and hers alone. Dobie, Dobie.
This is where I come to think out my problems. My problem right now is pretty big. It's the United States of America. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a great country, and that's no snap judgment. I mean, I've been thinking about it for 17 years. It's the greatest. You take Abe Lincoln or Thomas Jefferson. Any American boy can become president. But I'll tell you what any American boy can't become. The steady boyfriend of Thalia Miniger. Thalia, my love, my heart's desire, my delicious, my delightful, my living in. What are you reading?
Very interesting article. How Elvis Presley sought the blue bird of happiness.
Did he find it?
He certainly did.
Oh, you're not going to write him a fan letter. Him, when I'm sitting right here, me, a real, live, vital, throbbing, pulsing American boy.
$775,000 a year.
Anyhow, he's in the Army.
That's $83 a month more.
I haven't even got a nickel. All right, Thalia, take him. I step aside.
It proves only one thing. There's just one way an American boy can make a fortune fast.
Yeah? How?
Become a popular singer.
Me?
Well, why not? Look at all the guys who've made it. You don't have to be
Thalia.
talented. You don't even have to be good looking.
Yeah? Yeah, I believe you're right. Yeah, quite right, Thalia, my darling. Lovely lady, I'm falling madly in love with you.
It's a feeling beyond concealing. What can I do?
Oh, Milton. Well, I never knew you could sing like that. That was just wonderful.
Yes, it was rather, wasn't it?
And you're tall and handsome.
I expect you could call me that.
Well, I bet you could be a big singing star if I put your mind to it.
Well, I could be anything that you wanted me to be.
And I could be your manager.
And we could go steady.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, I can sing as good as him.
Oh, sure. And, is Mr. Menifee pestering you to join the octet like he's pestering me to join the octet?
What's the octet?
The octet, dear boy, is a singing group of 8 students.
Sissy stuff. If you want to brag, why don't you do something important like football?
Milton is the football captain.
Well, I'm going to try out for the octet.
You?
Why not? I'm an American, ain't I? So any American boy can do anything.
Except sing.
We'll see. Lovely lady, I'm
Falling madly in love with you.
Oh, the sun
sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. 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 Home.
Mr. Gillis.
Yes?
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
Gillis, I just don't understand it. I mean, you are an American boy.
Listen, smart guy.
Yeah?
I'd kill you, only...
Only what?
Oh, he's too big and strong.
Yeah, you're too big and strong.
True.
Never mind, though. Don't pay any attention to that oblong.
What's an oblong?
Tall, thin, square.
Milton Armitage?
Yes, sir.
A few pear-shaped toads, please.
Oh, the sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home, on my old Kentucky home, far away.
Bravo, fine, fine. You'll do. Well, that makes 7. One more and we'll have the octet.
Sir?
Yes?
Yes?
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
Now, I want you to practice very hard. Practice, practice, practice. Next month, as you know, we compete against Webster High School for the Petrie Head Trophy.
Sir?
No, Mr. Gillis. We'd like to win the trophy. That's the whole idea, winning. Goodbye, Mr. Gillis.
What do you care, Dobe? My old Kentucky home, how ricky-ticky can you get?
Listen, Jerome, I'm gonna make that octet. I'm gonna practice, practice, practice.
I gotta kill that boy. I just gotta.
Now, Herbert, I think it sounds lovely.
Lovely? He's chasing customers out of the store. Dobie! Dobie! Come out here.
Go back to your practicing, dear. Your father was just teasing.
It's all right, Mom. My throat's kind of sore anyway.
Oh? Let me see. Goodness, your tonsils. They're all swollen and inflamed.
Teeth, haircut, tonsils. The upkeep is breaking me.
Herbert, I'm serious. Take a look.
All right. Open your mouth, but don't sing. Why, his tonsils, they're all swollen and inflamed. Boy, you're going to bed.
Oh, I'm all right. I don't want to go to bed. I can't lose the time.
You're probably going to lose those tonsils.
But I gotta practice my singing.
Oh, no, you don't. Winnie, call a good doctor. This will be worth the money.
Gillis, on behalf of the octet,
Yeah?
I want to thank you for getting your throat cut.
Man, forget that shit. The world's like full of girls.
Like who?
Oh, well, Peggy Lee, and Ella Fitzgerald, June Christie. Love my uncle. Love my aunt. Love my cousin Max.
Well, those aren't the lyrics, Jerome.
Well, how does it go? I mean, clue me.
Oh, I can't sing.
Well, just fake it, good buddy.
All right.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go.
That was me?
I don't know, Big Daddy. Let's try it again.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling,
Shut up!
I love you, and I always will.
Not bad. Now I'll sing.
I suppose you're wondering about my voice. Well, the doctor says it's caused by scar tissue. You know, from my tonsillectomy. It may last all my life, it may not. But meanwhile, I've got Thalia. And Thalia's got me. Under contract. She's my manager.
Love me tender, love me sweet.
Are you still on those pictures, Jerome? Hurry up, we've got work to do.
What's in there?
What's in there? Oh, they're souvenir buttons for Dobie Gillis's fans. Genuine buttons right off his own shirt. They're genuine Dobie scarves at $4 a piece.
$4. Saw one down in the corner yesterday for $1.98.
Not a Dobie scarf.
Right. Hey, what are these?
Tickets
What?
to Dobie's recording session. I rented a studio, and Dobie's going to make a record, and I'm going to send the record to a big recording company. Dobie's going to get a contract and be a big, rich recording star.
Thalia,
Yeah?
you thought any about joining the mafia?
Yes, sir. Thalia's the best little manager a man ever had. Overnight, she made me a celebrity. The idol of every girl in town. But I'll tell you something. It's gotten to be a bit of a bore having girls chase me all the time. But still and all, I suppose a public figure has certain obligations.
Would you please?
Well, why not, little one?
Oh, thank you, sir. Oh. Could I have an extra one for my cousin Ethel?
Oh, sorry, Cookie. Just one to a customer.
Oh, please, sir. But she just had her appendix out.
Well, in that case.
Oh, they don't call you the Great Dobie for nothing.
Yes, my dear?
Can I whisper in your ear?
Be my guest. Well, just one.
Oh.
Well, this gives you a rough idea how it is. All the time. All the time. Yes, my child?
I am not your child.
For this relief, much thanks. Here, what's on your so-called mind, Sonny?
Mr. Menifee, you remember him, the singing coach? He asked me to tell you that there's a rehearsal today.
Yes, I remember Mr. Menifee, the singing coach. But does Mr. Menifee, the singing coach, remember that my voice is a delicately tuned instrument and should not be unnecessarily strained?
Ah.
Yeah, now you just scamper back on your little fat legs and tell Mr. Menifee, the singing coach, that Dobie Gillis does not rehearse today. Little fat legs. All right, big fat legs. Now off you go, Chatty. Yes, my dear. Adulation, swooning, autographs, day and night and day. It was all very nice, of course, having all those fans. Especially one fan. One fan I never dreamed would be a fan. I mean...
Well, this is Herbert Gillis, father of Dobie Gillis. Dobie Gillis, the new singing sensation. Well, did you know that tonight is a singing contest between Central and Webster High? Oh, you do know, huh? Well, what do you mean, burying a big story like that back on page 8? Oh, is that so? Well, cancel my subscription. Once in a generation, a voice like Dobie's comes along and they stick the story on page 8.
2 weeks ago, you were calling him a bum.
Winnie, it takes a big man to admit when he's wrong, and that's what I am, a big man. And Winnie, you're a big woman.
You be big if you want to. Leave me out of this.
Hey, what did I do with my song?
Your what?
My song. Why should Dobie make some other songwriter rip?
Some other songwriter?
Oh, here it is. Now get this. Hold me, kiss me, wrap your lips around me.
Wrap your lips around me. It's poetry, Herbert.
Well, the kid's got to get his talent from someplace. Looks like you got away clean.
Almost.
I think it's just terrible, those girls snatching at your clothes all
What's
the time.
so terrible about it? My son is a star, aren't you, son?
Not yet, Dad. Not quite yet.
Like heck you're not. That man from the record company's coming down here to hear you sing tonight. The rest will be history.
Dad, Mom, I want you to know that no matter how high and how far I go, I'll never forget my humble origin.
Thank you, Dobie. We appreciate that. I know we're just grubby little nobodies, and if you want us to step out of the way, why, we'll understand.
Oh, no, Mom. Grubby or not, you're still my mother and you're still my father, and I know that in your own way, you tried your best for me.
I gotta kill that boy.
Quiet, Winnie. Son, I want you to know that we're not going to be the ordinary type of show business parents. I mean, we're not just going to sit back and reap the benefits. I'm going to help you. In fact, I'm thinking of closing the store and handling your career personally. You know, there are a lot of gimmicks in this business. For instance.
Gee, thanks, Dad, but I don't know how to play it.
Fake it, boy, fake it. All the big singers hold guitars and give it plenty of this stuff, you know? You gotta know how to sell a song, boy. Now watch this. I wanna kiss, I wanna cling, but baby, there's a time and place for everything, so please, please, cool it, baby. Show the gang you ain't no square. Cool it, baby, we don't want no chance to stare. Oh, cool it, baby, make like a polar bear. The end, huh?
Dad?
Yeah?
Don't sell the store.
Thank you very much. There will now be a brief intermission.
We want Dobie! We want Dobie! We want Dobie! We want Dobie!
The Central High song.
Above the school we love so well, our precious Central High, and there the brave old Central bell resounds across the sky. It rings, ding bong, it rings, ding bong, of dear old high school days. It rings, ding bong, it sings, ding bong, a mighty song of praise. And though we join that countless throng of those who said farewell, our voices live on in the mighty song of the dear old Central Bell. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, all hail the Central Bell.
My boy, I've I've been conducting these concerts for 20 years, and never have I seen anything like this in the vernacular Dobie or the cat's pajamas.
Thank you, Mr.
Hey, I want to know why he didn't have his guitar out there. What are you trying to do, ruin his career?
Now,
You better get dressed for the next number.
Yes, sir.
And listen, in that next number, you carry this thing. Give him some of this, huh?
Mr. Menifee, I'd like you to meet Mr. Binford of the Apex Recording Company. He came from Chicago to hear Dobie, and he thinks he's wonderful.
I'm his father.
He's better than wonderful. I have a contract already.
I'm his father.
And you're a very bright little girl to send me that tape recording.
Herbert T. Gillis, the father of Dobie Gillis.
Oh, bet you thought of that name, too. That was a stroke of genius. Now, let's see. There's Little Richard, Conway Twitty, and now... Dobie Gillis!
Hey, listen, you, that's his real name, and I'm his father.
Oh, I beg your pardon. How do you do? Oh, here comes our next Sinatra now.
Dobie, I'd like you to meet Mr. Binford of the Apex Recording Company.
Oh, how do you do, sir?
Pleased to meet you, Dobie. But you're going to see more of me. I want to talk contract later tonight.
Contract? No kidding. Gosh, to think all this is happening to me.
It wouldn't have happened if it hadn't been for her.
And he wouldn't have happened if it hadn't been for me.
Over here at school all week.
Not us. We're from Webster High School.
From the rival school? Wonderful.
We just formed our club 5 minutes ago.
Hey, please, please. After all, they can't help themselves. My fans. Yeah, excuse me, an old friend. Excuse me.
An old friend?
Why, yes, Thalia.
Listen, ever since you were in knee pants, you've been whining that you loved me.
Easy on that love stuff.
What?
Now, look, Thalia, love and business just don't mix. Not in this business, anyhow. Look, when these girls buy my records, every one of them has to believe that I'm singing to her alone. That's why I can't have any romantic attachments in my life. I belong to my public now.
I see.
I knew you would. I mean, a big, important hit singer like me has to stay free. Now, you take Ricky Nelson. Has he got a wife? No. Or Elvis Presley or Fabian. Free, every one of us.
Us?
Yeah, which means that every girl in this country lives in hope. Maybe someday she'll be the lucky one that catches us.
Dobie, I only have one thing to
anything,
say.
Of course, but we'll arrange meetings from time to time. We'll find little out-of-the-way places where I won't be recognized. Of course, that'll be terribly difficult, but maybe if I put on a mustache or dark glasses. Anyhow, I'll try to work it out. Now, I can't promise anything, mind you.
No, I am.
And what?
I'm promising that I will never... As long as I live, I'll never look at that swelled head of yours. I am through with you, Dobie Gillis. Through.
Thalia! Thalia, wait! Thalia, please!
Get out there.
I can't.
Never mind your costume.
Oh, they'll never notice your costume once they hear that glorious golden voice.
Go ahead. Go on.
Get up.
For our final number, an old college favorite that I'm proud to have arranged especially to feature the voice of Dobie Gillis, the bulldog on the back.
Oh, the bulldog on the bank and the bullfrog in the pool. So, this is America. where any boy like me can wind up with Abe Lincoln and Thomas Jefferson and without Thalia Minninger. Oh, it wasn't my fault. The doctor said it was some scar tissue that changed my voice. I just yelled it off. But I'm not giving up. I know that faith can move mountains. And I'm going to come here and practice every day. Until I'm good. If it takes forever. You know, even I can't stand it.
Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dream one at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have a girl to call his own. Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
Okay, I know what you're going to say. Dobie Gillis is in love again, right? Well, you're wrong. I'm not in love again. I'm in love at last. I bid farewell to the aimless days of flitting from one girl to another, like a bee buzzing from flower to flower. From now on, only one girl's going to get stung. And what a girl she is. Pearl Arnold. Dear, sweet Pearl. The very thought of her fills my heart with sweet, tender memories. She makes me think of lovely, soft music. Maynard! Maynard! Gee, you look great. Well, you can't be here. You're in the Army.
No, good buddy. They can't let me go.
You mean a furlough?
No, that doesn't sound like it.
A discharge?
Yeah, that was in there somewhere.
What kind of discharge?
They called it a hardship discharge.
Whose hardship? Yours? Your parents?
No, the Army's.
Are you going back?
I don't know, man. They said, don't call us. We'll call you.
It's good to have you back, Maynard. You look great. Wonderful.
Yeah, you look sick.
No, I'm fine. It's just that, well, I'm in love.
Yeah, I was right.
I can't expect you to understand. Not until you've been in love yourself.
Oh, no, you don't catch me traveling that route.
Just wait. Your fingers will caress hers. The world will stand still. You'll hear gentle music like an angel strumming a heavenly harp. Listen.
Oh, you got it bad. I don't hear nothing. Hey, what's the we ankle it down to the record store for some platters with a real beat, huh?
Not me, thanks. I've got a date with her.
Gee, I hope you're better real soon.
I'm sorry. It was all my fault.
Oh, it's broken.
Your ankle?
No, my radio. I got two ankles.
Please, can I have it fixed for you?
Ooh, and it played real cool until...
You're sure you're not hurt? You're very sweet not to be angry with me about this. You're very nice to be so very nice about this.
sweet.
Dobie, my love.
Yeah, I picked these just for you.
Oh, they're beautiful. Herbert, you just don't give Dobie a chance to prove himself. He's really a fine boy.
A boy what? Winnie, he doesn't know the meaning of the word work. Money, allowance, spending, these words he knows. So why can't he understand work?
He's too busy discovering life. Put yourself in his place. He's young.
Let him put himself in my place. I'm old. Is it so wrong for me to want my son to pitch in and help? My back aches. My arches are collapsing.
Why, Herbert, you're not old. You're just as strong and handsome as the day we were married.
Baloney.
What?
Baloney, Mrs. Schultz's order.
Oh.
Pardon me, Juliet, but Romeo must away to the freezer and grind some meat. Pardon me such sweet sorrow, but Mrs. Schultz's ground round won't wait until tomorrow.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, hello, dear.
Boy, what a day. I have finally discovered the true meaning of life.
Well, that's a very interesting discovery, dear. What's her name?
Pearl Arnold, and I have a date with her tonight. Say, Mom, do you think Dad will let me go out? He's been doing a lot of yelling lately.
Oh, that's just an act. He really loves you very much. Just prove that you love him. Maybe if you were a little more helpful around the store.
Well, I am helpful. I do everything he tells me, like always saying thank you to the customers and closing the freezer door if I find it open.
That's fine, dear. Your father will be very... Dobie, that was you that closed the freezer door?
It sure was. He'll like that, huh? Mom. Bye, Mom.
I gotta kill that boy. I just gotta.
The worst part is he won't let me go out on a date for a whole month. I can't see her tonight.
Hey, why don't you like just sneak out?
Nah, my dad's a cinch to stick his head in there to make sure I'm in bed.
Looks like Doomsville for you and the chick.
Yeah. Wait, maybe I could dig up somebody to take my place under the covers.
Crazy. One bunch of lumps looks like any other bunch of lumps.
Yeah, you never know the difference.
Man, we're winging.
Yeah, be there by 8:30.
Me? Oh, hold it, Daddy-O. I can't.
Under the covers, you'll look like any other bunch of
Yeah,
lumps.
sure, but I...
You what, pal?
I like shoot up my mouth too much.
Hi, Maynard. What's that?
Snacks. The only thing I'd eat since lunch was dinner.
I wish I could show my appreciation for what you're doing for me tonight.
Yeah, I know a way.
Yeah?
Ask your mother for some mustard. I forgot mine.
I can't do that. They're not supposed to know you're here.
Good thing I brought my extra ketchup.
Just make sure you're in bed in case my father comes in.
Why wait? Well, I guess you're right, Winnie.
I know I'm right. You just sit down with Dobie and have a good man-to-man talk. I'm sure everything will be cleared up in a jiffy. Let the boy know that you care about his problems. Make him feel that you're his friend.
All right, Winnie, all right, I'll do it.
When?
One of these days.
Which one?
This one.
Dobie? Are you up?
Son? I thought this might be a good time for you and I to have a little man-to-man talk. I want you to feel free to come to me if anything is wrong. If you're in trouble, just say the word and I'll be more than happy to help. You better have the school doctor look into this nervous condition of yours. After all, it may be the company you keep. You know, that spooky clown Maynard would give anybody the creeps. Well, I feel our little talk has been very helpful.
Let's shake on us having a better understanding between us in the future, huh? No one can say I didn't try.
Maynard, wake up.
Oh, man, I didn't get any sleep at all last night. You kept moaning and yelling, Pearl, Pearl.
Yeah, it was only the greatest.
Did your father say anything this morning?
Not a word. He just sat there at the breakfast table staring at me and licking his hand.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. Pal, now it's my turn to do something for you. Just name it.
Well, No, what's the use?
No, go on, tell me.
You see, Nah, she wouldn't go for me anyhow.
She? Maynard, you met a girl.
Yeah, Harpsville.
Yeah, Harpsville. Yeah, I told you. Have you taken her out yet?
No. I was kind of figuring maybe... Nah, it wouldn't do any good.
Well, you want me to show you how to make a big hit with her?
That's the notion I was kicking around, but nah, even that wouldn't help.
Sure it would. I'll coach you. I'll teach you all the tricks I know about the female of the species.
Negative. Chicks like to be sweet-talking. I'm not built for that kind of action. Let's drop it.
No. Now, I'll show you what to say and how to say it.
I'd be like batting out of my league.
No, not with your Cyrano de Bergerac at your side.
Cyrano de Bergerac?
De Bergerac. The Frenchman we studied about in literature class with a long nose. He taught his friend how to make love to a girl, and it worked like that.
Yeah, I must have slept that semester.
Yeah, his friend was kind of slow, see. Yeah, nothing personal, Maynard. And Cyrano coached him from the sidelines. He told him all the romantic things to say. It let him in on the secrets of high-class woo pitching. Made a real lover out of a washout. Nothing personal, Maynard.
You think I could do it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe she... Oh, no, I flub it.
No, not if I help you. We'll have that poor girl ape over you.
Yeah?
Yeah, you'll have to fight her off.
Man. Oh, no, why kid myself? I'm just not the romantic type.
Now, Maynard, don't argue. I'm taking over. Now, where do we make contact with our target?
She goes to the mall shop every day after school.
We'll rendezvous there at H hour. Maynard, old boy, for every man there's a woman, and we're finally going to make yours step up and face the music.
Nothing personal?
Yeah. Two hot fudge sundaes.
Yeah, make mine a double. I got the jumps. Dobie, what's the way I cut out and forget this whole deal, huh? The chick's not gonna have eyes for me.
Now, think positive thoughts, Maynard. I won't let you down.
I just hope...
Maynard, what's the matter? What's the matter? You mean that's her?
Dobe? Pal? Cyrano?
They call him the thinker. He's kind of an inspiration to me, which is why I come here to think whenever I have a problem, like now. You see, I've been doing a lot of thinking about me and Pearl and Maynard, and I've reached an important decision. I'm going to give up thinking. I mean, what good does it do? Here, I've been thinking my head down to the bone for an hour now, and I still can't decide between love and friendship. It's like that fella Cyrano I was telling Maynard about. You know, the romantic Frenchman with the long nose. He promised to help his backward friend make time with a girl. And then it turns out that he's in love with the same girl. But what can he do? He's slick and suave, and he's a smash with the women. But he's also very loyal and unselfish. A prince of a fella. Kind of like, well, let's face it, me. Dear friend.
Dear friend. Cyrano, when the fair Pearl arrives, you must show me how to woo her, else I am lost.
Have no fear, dear friend. I am at thy side. Ah, the lady cometh.
We are alone. Speak to me of love.
Dear one, my thoughts of you soar as if on the wings of a dove.
Oh, yes, speak more, I pray you.
Lovely Pearl, your name is to my heart as the golden pealing of a bell.
Yes, yes, go on.
Your grace is sheer music, a hymn to like all beauty.
Yes, yes.
To me, your voice is the cheesy gargling of a crowing scream. The easy flowing of a gurgling stream.
You have made me the happiest of women. Let us away to the arbor.
Yes, it is a far, far better thing I do than I have ever done. Somehow I've got to get rid of Pearl. For Maynard. For my buddy.
Don't be my own.
Pearl, Now, Pearl, please restrain yourself.
Something's the matter.
Well, yeah.
You don't like my new hairdo. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have let my sister fool with it. She's been practicing on the poodle.
Oh, your hair, it's moonlight.
My perfume is too strong?
No, your perfume, it's ambrosia.
My lipstick's the wrong color.
Your lips, roses.
Moonlight, ambrosia, roses. What's the matter with that?
Well,
Yes, doll?
Well, you're just not my type.
You're kidding.
Love like ours, it burns brightly for an instant, then poof.
Poof?
Poof.
You sang a different tune last night.
Yes, but I've matured since then. You see, I belong to all girls. I can't be stuck with one.
Stuck!
I cannot be shackled to one nest. I must be free to fly with the winds.
Well, flap off, buzzard. Nobody's stuck with me.
Please, Pearl, no tears. Someday, somewhere, you'll find the someone for you.
Oh, who stretches your hats for you, Buster? Gee, what a kooky character.
Yes, it is a far, far better thing I do than I have ever done.
Mr. Gillis, I was in the mall shop with Dobie and he liked up and faded into Nowheresville.
My.
You know where he is?
No. Maybe he'll stay there, huh?
Sure you don't know?
Yeah.
Positive?
Positive.
Absolutely, positively, definitely?
Okay, I know where he is. He just left for the North Pole on a dog sled pulled by 3 chihuahuas and a chipmunk.
Did he say when he'd be back? Dobe, I couldn't figure where you snuck off to.
Well, I had some soul searching to do, but I worked things out. Maynard, old friend, I realize now that your friendship is my most prized possession. In this shaky world, your loyalty is my tower of strength.
Hey, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. Kiss him.
Dobe, are you gonna, help me like you said?
Well, I promised, didn't I? We'll have that girl falling all over you.
Crazy.
Now, first you've got to know her name. It's essential.
Essential. What a beautiful name.
You know, her name is Pearl Arnold.
How do you know?
Yeah, I've seen her around school. Yeah, I even found out her phone number so you can call her.
Oh, no, please, Dobe, no. When I talked to a female, my mind was like out to lunch.
Maynard, I went to a lot of trouble to set this up. Now, you're going through it. One of us is going to be happy. Now, just tell her your name, say you've admired her from afar for a long time, and can you meet her for a soda in the malt shop tonight? Fear not. I'm at thy side. Yeah, I'm with you, pal.
They answered.
Go ahead. Slowly, calmly.
But Hello? This is Maynard Krebs. I've admired you from a long time from afar. Would you like to meet me for like a soda in the malt shop tonight? No kidding, would you?
See how easy it was?
That was the father. You went to call her.
Oh, well, you needed a dry run.
Yeah, now when the chick herself starts gabbing. It's her. It's her. Oh, do just what you did before. Hello, Pearl. This is...
Slowly, calmly.
Slowly, calmly.
Maynard Krebs.
Maynard Krebs.
I've admired you from afar for a long time.
I've admired you from afar a long time.
The malt shop, a soda.
The malt shop, a soda tonight.
Will she?
Will you? You will? She will.
Good. You'll meet her there at 8 o'clock and introduce yourself.
Good. You'll meet her there at 8 o'clock and introduce yourself.
Well, that wasn't so tough, was it?
Breezeville.
But you must be worried about something, dear, the way you're gulping down those almonds.
I always eat lots of almonds.
Don't you usually take them out of the shells first? Now, dear, why don't you tell Mother what's bothering you?
Mom, my lips are sealed. I can only say that at this very moment, events are transpiring which may change my entire life.
Maynard, you're supposed...
Oh. Mom, would you excuse us, please?
Why, certainly, dear.
Thank you very much, Mother. Thank you.
Maynard, you're supposed to be with Pearl.
I chickened out. I looked in the window and saw her sitting there. Man, like my backbone flabbed up.
Now, you get back there before she walks out on you.
I can't go that route alone, Daddy. You come with me, please.
No, Maynard, it's impossible.
You took me this far, Dope. You can't let me down now.
You're right, Maynard. I can't let you down. Come on, let's go.
Pal, you're the greatest pal a pal ever had for a pal. Yes, sir, me, pal.
Oh, you must be Pearl. Oh, this is Maynard Krebs, the fellow who called you. I'm his friend, Dobie Gillis. Waiter, 3 sweet and sour surprises. Ask her to dance.
Huh?
Dance.
I'd love to.
Huh? Well, I meant to dance.
Dobie, I think it's time for an explanation.
Well, you see, Maynard was shy about meeting you, so I came along.
Oh?
After all, he's my best friend, and I want him to be happy.
I see.
I mean, you're a fortunate girl to have such a high-type fella in love with you.
Dobie, now I understand what a noble, unselfish thing that you were trying to do.
He's fine and honest and sincere, and
You were willing to sacrifice your love for me to bring happiness to your poor friend.
well, he'd be your devoted slave.
I knew you were still in love with me, darling.
Maynard, I was just telling Pearl all about you.
Oh, knock it off, cousin. I caught what was going on.
Well, nothing's going on, Maynard.
Oh, when you two dance together, you're like swinging in the same key.
Well, you're imagining things.
Man, I can hear those two harps wailing loud and clear.
Now, Maynard, you've got to have confidence in yourself. He's the solid, trustworthy kind of fella a girl wants.
But you got class.
He's warm and considerate.
You're what the chicks go for.
He's sensitive with a gentle, understanding soul.
You ooze with the old charm.
He's one... Pearl.
You fellas don't need me. You've got each other.
I'm sorry, Dope, for losing your girl for you.
Nah, girls. Nothing but trouble. They bug me. They really do.
Me too, man. Who needs girls?
Yeah, look at the rich, full life you can have without girls.
Yeah, you can listen to jazz.
And go to movies.
And play baseball.
Football.
And hockey.
Basketball and tennis.
And golf and Monopoly. And you can watch
Maynard,
television and go
Maynard,
bowling and swimming.
Maynard, huh? There's one thing missing. Girls. Girls. Mom, you're looking at a new Dobie Gillis.
A pity. I was just getting used to the old one.
I mean it. My days of shallow girl-chasing youth are gone. Forever.
Your father will certainly be glad to hear that.
He'll see it. By the way, where is Dad?
In the meat freezer.
Oh, well, when... Freezer. Dan? Mom? Bye, Mom.
I gotta kill my boy. I just gotta.
Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dream one at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have a girl to call his own. Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
Same Dobie Gillis, same place, same problem. Girls. Now, I'm not girl crazy, you understand. It's just that having a girl makes so many things easier to do, like dancing and smooching and getting married and going to the big football game Saturday. Webster High's beaten us 15 years in a row, and this year probably won't be any exception. Either way, Webster will win and I won't have a date. It's enough to drive a man to drink.
With a bingo, and a Bible, and a bingo, Bible, one. Funky rat trap, bigger than a cat trap. Funky rat trap, bigger than a cat trap. Cannonball, cannonball, disco, rock. Central High School, rah, rah, rah. Team, 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 race!
Hi, Earthmen.
Oh, hi, Maynard.
Hey, you going to the game Saturday, Maynard?
Sure, you going?
Sure.
You think the team's going?
Hey, that's no attitude to take. We're going to win this year, aren't we, Dobie?
You're darn right. I can just hear us singing that old victory song.
What we need is like a defeat song. We're gonna lose, that ain't no news. We're gonna lose, we got the blues.
Knock it off.
Wait till you hear us on the flip side. Oh, we got beat, it ain't no treat.
Knock it off.
Well, I see the jet from heaven just landed. Angel, have I asked you to go to the game with me?
Twice.
What did you say?
No.
Oh.
But you can buy me a soda if you like.
Oh, I'm broke. But I'll always remember that you wanted me to.
All through with these, boys? Charlie, you've been here for years. What was it like when Central beat Webster?
Terrific. What a party we had here. I gave everybody a soda on the house.
Well, don't worry. You won't have to do that again.
Worry? It would be my pleasure. For the life of me, I can't understand it. We've had good teams. We beat other schools, but every time we meet Webster, we seem to be jinxed. They've got the Indian sign on us. Why can't we get the Indian sign on them?
You know, Charlie might have something there, but with their luck, how are we going to put an Indian sign on them?
Maybe like getting a black cat to dive in their water bucket.
Wait a minute. I just got a flash. Fellas, summit meeting.
What's the flash, Dobie?
Just before the game, what does every Webster player rub his hands over?
Their mascot's head.
Right. They figure that's what's bringing them luck, rubbing their hands over the goat's head. So you know what we're going to do?
Cut off their hands.
We're going to steal their goat.
Dobie, I bow to genius. Without their mascot, their good luck charm, the morale will be shattered.
Oh, slow down, cats. Unwind. Some fellas tried that a couple of years ago, and those Webster guys caught them and clobbered them.
Sure, but that's because they were clumsy. They bungled the job. Now, working in case the setup and plan every angle. Split-second timing. Organization. I'm telling you, we're clever enough to pull this caper off without a hitch.
If we're that clever, let's forget the goat and, like, knock over a bank.
There's no time for clowning, clown.
Now, look, they keep the goat in their agricultural department, right here. And they'll have a couple of guys guarding it. Now, we'll go over and case the place this afternoon. Then tonight I'll get my father's car and we'll park it over here on the back road. I figure the best time to strike's around 10 o'clock.
Turn that thing off. I can't hear. Thought I heard a noise. I better go check.
Sit down. You can check later. Come on, it's your turn. It's probably the goat.
How you doing?
Working like a charm.
Crazy, that carrot bit.
We got it made.
Oh, you hooked and reel him in. You got like just string, man. The goat's got the carrot.
Lucky we planned for such an emergency. Give me the other carrot. I said, give me the other carrot. The other carrot, where is it? Hide it. Not mentioning any names, but somebody goofed. I have to go into plan number 2. Gwendolyn.
Okay, Hortense.
Hortense, are you sure the fellows said they meet us here?
Yes, something must have happened to them, Gwendolyn.
Maybe they couldn't get the car.
What a shame. And it's such a lovely night.
What are we waiting for?
I'll take Hortense. I love those chicks with a low-pitched voice.
This year, you're gonna bring us luck.
I still don't see why we gotta keep him in my room. This ain't no stable.
We could clean it up and make it look like one.
Why do we like keep it in your room? Or your room?
Because we have our rooms in the house. You've got your own private room out and back here.
I think I'm gonna write the mayor about this place. We're gonna tear it down and put up a slum.
Please. This room reflects my personality. And I ain't putting any goat in here.
Maynard, look at that brush. How can you turn away a fellow beatnik? Besides, it's for good old Central.
I'm like touched. He stays.
Good man. Fellas, we're all to be congratulated.
A job well done.
Yeah. You know, I kind of feel sorry for those guards. I wouldn't want to be them when the school finds out the mascot's missing.
Save your sympathy, boy. Remember, they're Websterites.
Yeah. Now...
Hey! Oh, this cat's eating one of my records. A Stan Kenton record. Look, Big Daddy, if this stuff's on your regular diet, I'll get you like a whole stack of Lawrence Welk, huh?
Now look, fellas, we've got to play this cool and cautious. Not a word to anybody that we pulled a caper.
Why shouldn't we take credit?
We'll take credit after the game. We start popping off now, somebody's liable to blab, and word will get back to Webster.
So?
So, if they know we did it, they'll come looking for us. Try to make us talk. Tell them where we hid the goat.
Beat me, whip me, stick pins in me. I'm hush-hush.
My lips are sealed.
We'll take a pledge. We solemnly swear not to tell a living soul that we had anything to do with the kidnapping of the goat. Not a word to anyone. And you keep your mouth shut, too.
Fellas, have you heard the news?
What news?
Webster's mascot is missing. Somebody stole the goat.
Who could have perpetrated a dastardly crime like that?
My, delinquency is rampant.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys flipped or something? Don't you know what this means? This'll break their lucky streak. Without their mascot, there'll be nothing.
Cool, man. Did this thought ever occur to you, close chum Dobie?
The thought never entered my mind.
We finally got a chance to win. I'm spreading the word around, so I'll dig you guys later, okay?
Have you heard the good news?
We just got the flash from Ted.
Now maybe we'll win. We put the Indian sign on them. Oh, boy, do I have a big treat for the boys who stole the goat.
Yeah?
Nothing in this place is too good for them. They get egg foo cherry frappe on the house.
Oh, the most. What if I said, like, we stole the goat?
If you said you stole the goat, I'd say you were trying to get a free egg foo cherry frappe. Now, what would you like that you can pay for?
Yeah, 1 root beer. Small. Maynard, the pledge.
I'm with it.
Well, stay with it.
Imagine stealing their mascot.
I wonder who did it.
I don't know, but whoever it was, what a man.
Oh, you can say that again.
You know how closely they guard that mascot? Whoever figured out how to steal it must have been a genius.
Lola, have you heard?
Have I? Why, the whole school's buzzing about it. Isn't it the dreamiest? Well, do you know who did it? No, but I'd give anything to find out. He'd be my kind of man. A man of ingenuity, dashing, dauntless, fearless.
What a date. Oh, I'd go out with him even if he didn't have a car.
A car? Oh, I'm sure he has a white horse. Oh, how I'd love to go to the game with him tomorrow. And on a date tomorrow night.
Lola, I have something to tell you.
What?
Something very important.
Well?
Lola.
Oh, a man don't hedge when he takes the pledge. Get a big firm grip and zip your lip.
I'm waiting. What's so important you have to tell me?
Lola, your eyes are like 2 teaspoonfuls of the Mediterranean.
Dobie Gillis, you're getting kookier every day. Let's go over to Felicia's. If anybody's found out who stole Webster's mascot, you can bet it'll be Felicia.
All right.
Lola wants me, but she doesn't know it's me. They all want me, but they don't know it's me. Girls. Luscious, creamy creatures. And you know how I feel about girls.
The same way I feel about Stan Kenton.
Maynard, don't a girl's lips mean anything to you?
If they can play a hot trumpet, I'll listen.
For the first time in my life, I can have my pick. A fat lot of good it does me. Here I am, dashing, dauntless, fearless, a hero on a white horse.
You at least got a white horse. I'm stuck with a goat.
But didn't you get a chance to see what any of them looked like?
Well, it happened so fast. We went out to make time with these chicks, you see.
Chicks! You guys ought to have your heads examined. Now, look, fellas, there must be a clue we can go by. When they threw the blankets over you, you must have struggled a little. You must have grabbed them. Well, what were they wearing? Were they short or tall? Crew cut or long hair? Or
Wait a minute.
What?
Well, I got my hand under this guy's chin to push him away. And when I did, I think I felt a beard.
You think you felt a beard?
Well, sure, it's kind of like a beard, sort of scraggly, heavy fuzz.
Maynard Krebs. He's the only guy over there that's got a beard. It's gotta be Maynard. So he's the brains that pulled this off. I can see you don't know Maynard. The only brain Maynard's got is Dobie Gillis, his sidekick. Okay. Let's round up the fellas and move in on them.
Hold it. You know what the principal said about rough stuff?
I will not tolerate any violence whatsoever in the mascot incident.
Besides, giving them the lumps isn't going to get our mascot back. What we have to find out is where they have the goat stashed away.
Yeah, you're right. But at least we know who engineered it. But now we have to get him to talk. But how? I've got it. This Dobie Gillis. What's his weakness? Women. Now, if we can get some good-looking gal to cozy up to him...
Darling, if you want me to drive you over to the field, I wish you'd hurry up.
Oh, okay, honey. Just a...
Girls. They all want me, but they don't know it's me.
Your needle's like stuck, Big Daddy. You've been saying that like all day.
How much can a man take?
Oh, cool it, chum. After the game tomorrow, you'll be stuck with the pledge. You can live again.
Yeah, I think a long walk would do me good. I'll call you later, Maynard.
Hey, if a goat answers, don't hang up. He's like taking over the place.
You're gorgeous.
For a fellow who walks backward, you're pretty forward.
You're a living doll. You're the maximum. I had to say it. I have a compulsion to say pretty things to pretty things.
Young man.
I know. You don't have to say it. I'll get out of your life and crawl back into my shell.
This shell of yours, is there room for two?
Did you say room for two?
Won't you join me?
I'd join you if I had to fight my way through crocodile-infested waters. My name's Dobie Gillis. What's yours?
Vivian. Vivian Bardot.
Vivian. I'll tear it out of the phone book and treasure it always.
I never dreamed I'd find a man like you in a place like this.
Oh, I come in here all the time. I go to Central High.
You don't look like a schoolboy to me. You look so much more mature.
Well, I've been shaving for 13 months. Where do you go?
Let's just say I'm a woman of the world.
Oh.
Shall we have one for the road?
Road? Where are we going?
Let's leave these children and go someplace. Someplace where we can be alone.
I know just the spot. Ah, you really lived. Singapore, Cairo, Casablanca, Mount Rushmore National Monument. You've told me everything about yourself.
I felt that I should. You and I aren't going to have any secrets from each other, are we, Dobie?
No, I should say not.
Do you have any secret? Something that you wouldn't tell anybody else, but you'd tell me?
Why, no?
No secrets in your past?
Well, I have no past. I was born the minute I met you. I love you. Let's go steady.
But first I have to be sure you're my kind of man.
What is your kind of man?
A man who stands out from the crowd. A leader. Someone with imagination and daring. Like a man who would steal Webster's mascot. That's the kind of man I'd like to meet.
How do you do?
Dobie, you! No wonder I found you so fascinating from the start. Imagine kidnapping a goat.
Yeah.
I bet it took real genius to figure out where to hide it.
It took a little figuring, all right. And you never guess where we have him hidden.
You don't have to tell me, Dobie. I'm sure it's a big secret.
We're not going to have any secrets from each other, remember? We have him hidden in Maynard Krebs's room in back of his house at 1343 South Elm Drive.
You didn't have to tell me, Dobie. Why should I care where you hid the goat? 1343?
Elm Drive.
South?
Uh-huh.
Well, see you later, Dobie.
Oh, where are you going?
I have to be home at 9:30.
Yeah, but you're a woman of the world.
I know, but my mother will kill me.
Hi, Dobie. Oh, hi, Ted. Ted, I want you to meet my new girl, Ted Nelson, Vivian Bardot. Hi.
Pleased to meet you. Au revoir, Dobie.
Well, wait a minute. When am I going to see you again?
Tomorrow night, same time, same place.
Her name's not Bardot.
I know. She's Vivian Chandler. She goes with Webster's fullback. She's a spy, and I'd better go find another place to hide the goat.
The goat? You stole their mascot? Put her there, pal.
Save it. I got to make sure they don't get it back.
Hey, but Dobie, if you knew she was a spy, why'd you have to go tell her?
It's my weakness. I can't resist irresistible girls.
Yeah, but did you have to tell her the real hiding place?
If she found out I lied to her, she might never try to get another secret out of me.
We're like in big trouble, Dobie. Where are we going to hide him?
I don't know, but we better think of someplace fast. And keep it down. My father's a light sleeper. Uh-oh. Good evening, officer.
Hi, fellas. Just a minute. What have you got there?
Where?
Under that blanket.
Oh, that's my dog.
Yeah, his dog. Come on, Rover.
Hold it. What's he doing covered up like that?
Well, he's sick. We're taking him to a doctor.
Yeah, doctor.
Isn't he kind of big for a dog?
You're not for a big dog.
No.
I think I'll take a look under that blanket.
Oh, please, he's very modest.
Oh, sick dog, huh?
Oh, very sick. We're taking him to like a psychiatrist. He thinks he's a goat.
Yeah.
Does he think he's Webster's mascot? So you're the fellows who stole him, huh?
We really didn't steal him, officer. We were going to take him back after the game.
If you take something that belongs to someone else that's stealing, how come you're walking him around the streets?
Well, Webster found out where we had him hidden.
Yeah, we're trying to find another place to stash him.
You're taking him right back to Webster.
Well, there goes our chances.
All right, what are your names?
Dobie Gillis. This is my father's store. I live upstairs.
Maynard Krebs.
Congratulations, fellas. I'm Chuck Winters.
Chuck Winters? Say, didn't you go to Central a few years ago?
I played halfback for Central 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Last time we beat those bums.
Crazy, man. But, Mr. Winters, don't you want Central to win? Well, why are you making us take the mascot back?
Looking for another hiding place, aren't you?
Yeah, but I still don't
Look,
see
if we can get him back without anyone seeing us and put him in his pen, who's going to think of looking for a missing goat in his own pen?
Yeah. Yeah, nobody looks in the safe again after the money's stolen.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, for a cop, you're a real cool character.
Okay, fellas, let's get this blanket back over that sick dog and hurry up, huh?
Yeah.
There we go. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Here's the man that made it all possible.
Dobie, you're the greatest. Oh, what a man. Dobie, you'll go down in Central's Hall of Fame.
Thanks, Lola. Oh, Ted. Ted, you're a good pal of mine, but would you mind getting lost? You're taking up a place where a girl could...
Aren't we lucky girls? Not only a hero, but a handsome hero.
What do you need with all these girls?
Oh, yeah, girls. Don't forget Maynard was in on this with me and Randy.
Oh, Maynard, you're a hero, too.
Hey, cut it out. I hear that stuff's habit forming.
Dobie, who are you going to take to the game? Yes, which one? Yahoo!
I'm going to take you.
Oh!
And you.
Oh!
And you. And you. And you.
Want me to get you another hot dog, Dobie? You want some more pop? Here, have some of mine. Who are we going to take to the victory dance tonight, Dobie? I'm a very good dancer.
Oh, but I'm a much better dancer than she is. Well, I'm not much of a dancer, but I'm some sitter-outer.
Girls, please. If you can tear your eyes away from me, you'd better watch the game. We're kicking off to Webster.
But which one of us are you going to take?
The winner will be announced after the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, Central is kicking off.
Hey, Dobie, I
was just snooping around Webster's dressing room. Man, they're mad. In fact, they're like biting mad. They just took a secret oath to clobber us for stealing their mascot.
No, talk. Just talk.
You. It was your idea to steal their mascot.
Of all the stupid things.
You, Benedict Arnold. You sent our team out to be slaughtered. Goon. Goof. I said it before, and I'll say it again. You're just plain kooky.
Dobie?
Yeah. Only give me my full title. Dobie Gillis, ex-hero.
Huh?
This afternoon, I was the most popular boy in school. Tonight, I'm alone and friendless. I couldn't even get a date for the dance. Well, sit down, Maynard. At least there's two of us.
3 of us.
Huh?
Webster figures they can do better without him.
Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dream one at all? No matter, she's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have a girl to call his own. Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, she's hers and hers alone. Dobie, Dobie.
Oh, hi. I was just practicing a few expressions. For tonight. School play tryouts, 8 o'clock sharp. Come one, come all. The drama club needs your support. Signed, Annabelle Huffaker, president. If you're wondering how come this sudden interest in the drama club, I can tell you in 3 words. Annabelle Huffaker, president. She's wonderful. Sort of unique. As a matter of fact, she's nuts. About the theater, I mean. And if she's nuts about the theater, I'm nuts about the theater. If she worked in a cement plant, I'd work in a cement plant. Because without that girl, life is a hollow mockery. An empty shell. A song without music. Maynard, did you get me a script of the play?
Yeah, Daddy-o, they just came off the mimeograph.
Oh, good, good.
Hey, don't tell where that came from. Miss Erdlatz wouldn't like it.
Okay. Boy, with my dramatic experience, I'm a cinch to win the lead.
What dramatic experience?
Well, there was, don't you remember that Thanksgiving pageant?
You mean when we were in grammar school?
Yeah, sure, that was dramatic experience.
You played a pumpkin.
Well, everybody has to start someplace. Magnolias at Manassas, a Civil War drama by Ruth Erdlatz. Teacher wrote it herself, huh? How is it? Pretty romantic?
Yeah, man, that Civil War was a swinging scuffle.
Yeah?
No wonder those Dixie Cats blew it. They spent all their time smooching in the garden.
Where? Where's that?
Act 3.
Where? Where's that? Here.
Dig this. He takes her in his arms, bends her backward in a passionate embrace.
Go, Miss Erdlatz. Go, go, go.
He kisses her.
Oh, that does it, Maynard. I gotta have that part, because when Annabelle's lips meet mine, she'll know, old friend. She'll know.
Are you sure you want to go with this?
Well, why not?
Well, I was reading this article called "Is Sal Mineo Really Happy?" And I was thinking...
Listen, I've got to go through with it. Oh, here's Annabelle.
Oh, hey, if anybody asks you where you got that script...
The wild horses couldn't drag it out of me. Come on. Hi, Annabelle.
Go away, Dobie.
But, Annabelle, I want to ask you something.
Dobie, look, the theater may not be very important to you.
Not important? It's only my whole life, that's all.
Since when?
Well, it hit me all of a sudden. The least you could do is help me.
How?
Well, there's this scene in the last part of the play, and I thought if we could rehearse it a little together, you know.
I know.
We could...
I read the third act, too. And say, where did you get that copy of the play anyhow?
Wild horses couldn't drag it out of them.
Dobie.
Maynard stole it for me.
Well, it doesn't matter. You see, we're not taking our readings from that play anyway.
We're not?
No. Well, I'm doing Blanche from Streetcar.
What streetcar?
A streetcar named Desire. Well, the great play by Tennessee Williams.
Oh, I think she means like Tennessee Ernie.
Oh, well, he's one of my favorites. I like it when he comes out and says, "Hiya, pea pickers."
Dobie,
Yeah?
I'm very fond of you. But if you don't go away, I'm liable to punch you right in the nose.
Wild horses.
She wormed it out of me.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania. Ill met by moonlight, proud...
Hi, Norman.
Oh, hi, fellas. You gonna read for something?
Yeah, Lieutenant Culpepper.
Oh, tough luck.
You trying for it, too?
Nah, but Mr. Wonderful is.
Teachings. Milton Armitage?
Yeah, he says he got the part sewed up.
Yeah, but I thought he was captain of the wrestling team. Won't he have to work out at night?
You're only like in the third act.
Look, Norman, I've got to learn some kind of audition part quick. You don't happen to have a spare one on you?
I was going to do Oberon.
Huh?
From Midsummer Night's Dream?
Oh, sure.
Well, see here, it needs a couple of lines from Titania, and I was too bashful to ask a girl.
Yeah, well, what am I going to do for a girl this late? I guess you'll have to do. What kind of a guy is this Oberon?
Oberon? He's a kind of a Gary Cooper type.
Oh, Gary Cooper, huh? Gosh, thanks, Milton.
Glad to help out, pal.
No, but Oberon's an elf. An elf.
So will you be if you don't keep your mouth shut.
Well, you've only got a couple of lines. Come on, let's rehearse.
All right, everybody. Quiet, please. Now, if you'll all just gather over at this side and keep this section here clear. Now, our first tryout will be for the lead in my play. The Southern officer, Lieutenant Culpepper. A handsome, courageous, aristocratic, and utterly fascinating man. Candidates?
You're trying out for Culpepper?
Yeah. Thanks for the help you gave me on this Oberon. May the best man win.
Oh, thanks, Gillis. I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you for deciding to play the part, Milton. Oh, I can't tell you how thrilled I am.
Yeah.
If my wonderful play needed anything, it's wonderful you.
I'm trying out for it too, Miss Erdlack.
You are? You are? I thought you were just carrying something for Milton.
No.
We'll hear Milton audition first.
If you don't mind, Oberon. Well, when Annabelle told me that she was going to do Blanche, I decided to do Stanley so that we could rehearse together. Now I'll give you my impression of the role that Marlon Brando played in Streetcar Named Desire.
Your impression?
Yes, you see, I feel that the way that Tennessee Williams wrote it is not quite the way that I might have played it. So I've made a few minor improvements. And now with Annabelle's assistance. The end of the 10th scene where you break the bottle.
Crash!
Oh, what did you do, baby? What did you break the bottle for?
So I can defend my honor, but by grinding the broken glass in your handsome face.
Oh, well, you want to play rough, Tiger?
Sally! Sally!
be fair. You're going to push me to act over my head.
Oh, yes, you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to do Oberon, and Maynard's going to help me by being Queen Titania. Excuse me, Stanley.
Hey, remember that wild smooch in third act with Annabelle? Give it all you got, Gary. Yeah.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon?
Yep.
Fairy Skip hence. I have like forsworn his company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady.
Yep.
Maynard.
Yeah, good buddy?
We've been had.
Look at it this way, Dobe. You came in like second.
Yeah, because nobody else was stupid enough to try out against Milton.
I just don't think that Oberon part was right for you. Like too Western.
Look, all I want is Annabelle. That's the only reason I got into this play.
Well, maybe you will, man. After all, coming in second made you like Milton's substitute.
Understudy, Maynard.
Yeah, but if anything happens to him, you like go on.
Well, that's fine. Can you imagine anything happening to him?
Well, if it isn't Gary Oberon.
Oh, hi, Annabelle. Hi, Milton.
Just call me Lieutenant Culpepper. And this is my little Southern Belle, Lavinia.
Congratulations, Annabelle. You too, Milton.
Yeah, it couldn't have happened to a bigger.
Bigger what?
It's like a contest. Complete the sentence in 25 words.
Well, we better get busy, Annabelle. We've got to discuss the play. We've got to kind of feel out the characters. Shall we, Miss Lavinia?
Delighted, Lieutenant Culpepper. Seat rehearsal.
Now, this third act's going to need a lot of work. I mean, a lot of work.
When I think of that lousy Milton double-crossing me, getting me to do Oberon as Gary Cooper.
No, it's too late now. So, like, cheer up. Now, look at the bright side.
What bright side?
You might have done it as a pumpkin.
Understood. Big deal. They smooch and I watch. Not only that, I got to learn the whole play.
How come?
Because I'll have to step into the part if something happens to Milton.
Do you hear bells?
We couldn't.
You're right.
Crummy trick.
Oh, like the crummiest.
Wrong thinking.
Go straight down the line.
We'll do it. Of course, Maynard and I didn't actually do anything to knock Milton Armitage out of playing the lead. We haven't been able to think of anything. In fact, I haven't been able to think of anything but Annabelle Huffaker. Annabelle. It's a poem. It's a song. I even like Huffaker. That's how bad I'm stuck with this girl. Oh, Annabelle, Annabelle.
Dobie Gillis, why did you ask me here? You know I've got to study my part.
Annabelle, let me put it to you bluntly. I love you.
Of course you love me. Who wouldn't? Just look at this profile. Look at this figure. Look at these burning eyes.
You like bonfires.
True, but you know what makes them burn?
What?
Inside of me rages the flame of pure talent.
Yeah, all that talent and all yours.
Oh, Dobie, you don't understand. This talent is not mine. I am its.
Yeah?
Talent isn't a slave, it's a master, and I must go where it leads me, to the theater.
Well, I'll go with you.
Dobie, you're a nice boy, but you simply don't have the divine fire.
Well, maybe you could set it.
Dear, foolish Dobie. A talent like this comes along once in a generation. There was Sarah Bernhardt, then Dooza, then Maud Adams, then Ethel Barrymore, and now me. Annabelle Huffaker.
Yeah. Oh, Annabelle, I've got to be with you. Maybe I could play like a butler or something.
No, Dobie.
All right. I'm willing to stay in the background. You act, I'll wait in the car.
No, Dobie.
But tell you what, we'll get married and I'll stay home and cook and keep house. And when you come back from the theater at night all tired, I'll be waiting for you with a nice cup of hot cocoa. Or since you'll be a star, a cup of hot champagne. And the house will be all tidy and clean and dishes washed. Why, I'll even take care of the baby. Why, I'll even have the baby.
Dear Dobie.
Wow, what a turn down. Whew.
Maynard! Maynard, you were hiding back there. That's a despicable... That's lousy.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh, Maynard.
do you still want to play that part with Annabelle?
Now I want it more than life itself.
All right. I finally figured out a way how to get rid of Milton Armitage.
Yeah? What?
Poison mushrooms. Great, huh?
Great.
I was like watching the swinging mystery show the other night on TV. And this cat wanted to kill this other cat, see? So he got a box of poison
Maynard,
mushrooms.
what
see?
happened to this cat after he killed this other cat?
Oh, there was a commercial. And all these medicine bottles were marching around.
Yeah, Maynard, after the commercial.
Oh, they hung this cat that wanted to kill this other cat.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, back to the old drawing board.
Hi, Maynard. What's up?
I've got like another idea how to get rid of Milton.
Well, I hope it's better than that poison mushroom idea.
Oh, this one's a beaut. Absolutely foolproof. You know how they are about fighting on the school grounds?
Yeah.
Well, you start bugging Milton until he's nutty as a Chi-Chi bird. Finally, he can't stand it anymore. He takes a slug at you.
Maynard.
He gets thrown out of the play, and you get the part.
Yeah, I phoned it in from the hospital.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I didn't think you liked it.
No. Now, give me a hand with this, will you, Maynard? Not only is Milton state interscholastic heavyweight wrestling champion, but he's also one.
All right, group, let's get started. Act 1, scene 1. Milton and Annabelle, please. Right along now. All right, group, quickly, please. And quiet now, this is rehearsal.
Yes.
Quiet, please, back here. Now, at the start, Lieutenant Culpepper is standing stage center when Annabelle enters. He turns.
Lieutenant Culpepper, Gaylord.
At your service. It says here that I cross over to her and I take her in my arms and I kiss her.
Well, no. There'll be no kissing until the actual performance. You just cross.
Well, what about taking her in my arms?
Yes, the vice principal said hugging would be all right.
So let him hug the vice principal.
All right, once more.
Lieutenant Culpepper, Gaylord.
At your service.
Coming through. Sorry.
All right, once more. Pick it up from your line, Annabelle, at your entrance.
Lieutenant Culpepper, Gaylord.
At your service.
Coming through.
Show business. How would you like a broken neck?
Boys, now you all know the penalty for fighting. We wouldn't want to lose you from the cast, now, would we?
I don't think we'll have any more trouble.
Go away.
All right, let's try it again.
What are you doing in that Yankee uniform?
A Lincoln Culver Volunteers, Dad.
I know, but this is ridiculous.
Yankee soldiers, we need you.
Oh, like later. They just fired on Fort Sumter.
Well, good. Now, we're going to run through the fight scene just once before dress rehearsal. Now, places, everybody, places.
Yeah, Miss Erdlatch, you wanted this rug?
Oh, yes. Just place it over this trap door. We wouldn't want any of our people stumbling now, would we? Now, any time, Milton. Any time.
You must have known, Miss Lavinia, I'm mad for you. Mad. It's a Yankee. Stand back, Miss Lavinia. There may be bloodshed. Stand where you are, Yankee. ain't give me that gun. I'm warning you, it's either you or me.
Gaylord!
Drop it!
Spare him, Gaylord. He's unarmed.
All right, but first I'm gonna give him a good thrashing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wish me well, Miss Lavinia. I'm on my way to glory.
Oh, fine, Splendid. That's wonderful. Now the kiss and then curtain. Now, places everybody for the first act. Places everybody. Places.
No, on the level. I got a plan, and this one's the most.
Well, I'm sure it is.
I never steered you wrong yet, have I?
You never steered me right.
Okay. But this time I really got that big square Milton.
Okay. What's the plan?
I'll give it to you like in 2 words. Trap door.
Trap door.
Yeah, trap door. Yeah, trap door. Yeah.
Ready with your lights. Carissa's done it again. Places, everybody. Places, Milton and Annabelle. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Maynard, call down to the dressing room. 2 minutes. Turn down the dimmers to dark. Places, everybody. Places. Places, everybody. All right. Get ready.
Bombs away.
Lieutenant Culpepper? Gaylord. Lieutenant Culpepper? Gaylord?
Lieutenant Gaylord Culpepper, miss. At your service.
What are you doing here?
Told you we should have practiced.
Lavinia.
Oh, Lieutenant Culpepper, I do believe you are in trouble. Oh, hand me my jasmine-scented smelling salts, for my head grows giddy and my pulse is racing. No, I must conquer my weak womanly instincts and be strong. Dashing gallant Lieutenant Culpepper. Oh, Gaylord, I have a premonition something dreadful's going to happen to you.
Get ready for your entrance.
It's time I go, Miss Lavinia. General Lee's awaiting on his horse Traveler. But first I must tell you how I feel. Don't look surprised, my dear. Surely you must have known I'm mad for you. Mad. It's a...
You're supposed to be at the door. Milton got loose.
The what?
Yankees. Stand back, Miss Lavinia. This may lead to bloodshed. On second thought, maybe we'd better just go. General Lee's awaiting on his horse Traveler. Stand where you are. That's better.
better. No, I'm warning you, Yankee. It's me or you.
It's you, Buster.
Can't we talk this over?
Wish me well, Miss Lavinia. I'm on my way to glory.
No, I'm not practicing expressions again. Just seeing if my face still works. Aside from this, everything's fine. Everybody liked the play. As a matter of fact, Miss Erdlatz has already finished a new one about these two Polynesians on a desert island. And this girl's supposed to be sacrificed to these volcano gods, see?
Ranji? Time for rehearsal.
Coming, Una.
Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, she's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have a girl to call his own. Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, she's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
My name's Dobie Gillis. This is where I come to think when I'm in trouble, like now. What trouble? Same trouble. Always the same trouble. Girls. Now, I'm not a Casanova, mind you. A Casanova wants a harem. All I want is a wife or a sweetheart or a pal or even someone who treats me rotten. Just as long as she's a girl. But how do you get girls if you don't have money? You don't, and I won't. Because on that great golden highway between me and money, there lies a roadblock. An immovable roadblock.
I gotta kill that boy.
Now, Herbert, the boy has to eat.
Does he have to eat chocolate creams at 90 cents a pound? Can't he eat ginger snaps?
Don't pay any attention to your father, dear. He really loves you very much.
How can you tell?
Boy, don't give me any trouble. All I ever wanted was a fox terrier.
Now, Herbert.
Oh, it's all right, Mom. I understand. Hard work, that's what's done it. That'll shake up anybody.
Clifford, I gotta kill that boy. Please?
Aw, Dad. Always clowning. Dad, I guess you won't give me any money, will you?
That is a very shrewd guess.
So where am I going to get it?
Well, you could roll a drunk.
Dad?
Time for school, Dobie.
Well, goodbye, Mom. Goodbye, Dad. No wonder they call us the Beat Generation.
Have a nice day, dear.
And speaking of money, have you thought it over?
Thought what over?
You know perfectly well what I need a new dress.
Yes, I have thought it over. Long and carefully.
Yes.
And there's no one deserves a new dress more than you do.
Thank you.
You've been a good wife. Loyal, true, uncomplaining. In fact, you've been more than a good wife. You have been a good friend. And when I think of our years together, those wonderful years.
No money.
No money. All right. Well, where do you think you're going?
To roll a drunk.
Hi, Maynard.
Hi, Big Daddy.
How's the beard coming?
Oh, look. Pretty good for only 8 months, huh?
Great. Hey, Maynard, you got any money?
Oh, I'm like Tap Man.
Yeah, well, thanks anyhow.
Hey, maybe you could, like, sell something.
I sold everything I owned. Hey, you got anything left to sell?
No. These clothes, maybe.
Thanks anyway, but I don't think so.
Hey, Maynard, do you see what I see over there?
Yeah.
Ain't it beautiful?
The blackboard?
That girl, that smashing girl. Who is she?
Oh, beats me, man.
See you later.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, class. Today we will continue our discussion of heredity versus environment. Now, what is the most important factor in the development of personality? The traits handed down by our parents or the surroundings in which we grow up? Heredity or environment?
My name's Dobie Gillis. You're gorgeous.
My name's Puffy Herring. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for your lips, your eyes, your face, your form.
Oh, it's nothing.
Nothing. Will you go steady with me?
That depends.
On what?
Well, it's a little complicated. It takes quite a while to explain.
Mr. Gillis. Mr. Gillis, am I disturbing you?
Perfectly all right. Go ahead, sir.
Now, with Mr. Gillis' kind permission, I will continue. Heredity, I say, is just as important as environment. The traits of your parents, both physical and mental, are transmitted through the genes. G-E-N-E-S, genes. These are tiny components within the body, and they pass from generation to generation. For instance, short parents produce short children. Kind parents produce kind children. Cruel parents produce cruel children. Sometimes it will skip a generation, but it's in the genes, and sooner or later, it's mathematically certain to reappear. Let us take, for example, the case.
Where were we?
You were asking me to go steady.
Oh, will you?
That depends.
On what?
Well, it's a little complicated. It takes quite a while to explain.
Well, let's have dinner tonight. You can tell me all about it.
That sounds marvelous.
Yeah. Say, do you like chicken and ham and turkey and artichoke hearts and lobster and things like that?
Oh, yes, but isn't that dreadfully expensive?
Don't worry about a thing.
Some more lobster?
No, thank you.
Vienna sausage?
No, thank you.
I know. How about some olives?
Wow.
Nice, lovely, ripe olives. 65 cents a jar. Wonderful.
Gee.
Try some.
Good.
Would you like something else?
No, thank you.
All right, then. Tell me now. What is it you wanted to ask me?
A very important question.
Yes, my darling. Yes, my precious dove.
How do you feel about children?
Oh, I can take them or leave them.
In that case, you're not for me. Thank you very much for dinner.
Oh, wait. I'm mad about children. In fact, every morning I rush to my doorstep, hoping somebody's left a foundling during the night.
Good. You are just the kind of man I've been looking for.
Your search is ended, madam.
You're cute.
You are the sun and the moon.
After we're married, how many children would you like to have?
14.
I really didn't plan on that many. I was thinking of 3.
Oh, heck.
But they will be wonderful children. I've got it all figured out.
Tell me about it, my love, my own. You're my tiger.
The first will be a boy. His name will be Howard, and he'll have lots and lots of freckles.
Freckles?
Don't you like freckles?
Do you?
I think they're just darling.
You know what I think they are?
What?
Just darling.
Me too.
Yeah. Tell me more about little Hobart.
Hobart?
Yeah, I mean Howard.
He'll be a sturdy little chap, our Howard, with big, broad shoulders and a deep chest and fine, strong legs.
This kid'll eat me out of house and home.
Next will come a girl, Celeste. Celeste, my little doll. Celeste, my sweet, pale baby.
Pale?
Yes, Celeste will be pale. Oh, so pale. She won't romp and play like other children. She'll just sit quietly and look out the window and smile long, sad, secret smiles.
That's all she does? Swell.
And next will come Nanette. Sturdy little Nanette. Sturdy, roly-poly Nanette.
Another big eater.
Oh, Dobie, I think parenthood is just about the most important thing in the world. I mean, it's what it's all about, isn't it? Bringing life into the world, loving, caring, sharing your wisdom, watching the new generation grow straight and tall.
That's beautiful.
It's really all that matters, Dobie.
How about some cheese?
Oh, I couldn't. It was such a good dinner.
Well, we'll have dinner here often.
And maybe lunch, too.
No. You know, I don't think so. My father wouldn't like it.
Why not?
Well, it's kind of a hard thing to say about your own father, but, well, he's a pathological miser. I mean, I love him and all that, but let's face it, he's a pathological miser.
He is.
Yeah, he gives me hardly enough money to sustain life.
How awful.
It's a wonder I'm still here to tell you about it.
You poor, wretched boy.
But it's all right now. I've got you.
Oh, no, you haven't.
Haven't what?
Haven't got me. Don't you remember what Mr. Pomfret said this morning?
Mr. Pomfret, the teacher?
About genes and heredity and all that stuff?
No.
Don't you remember? The traits of your parents show up in your own personality. Like short parents produce short children. And kind parents produce kind children. And cruel parents produce cruel children.
But look at me. I'm not cruel. In fact, I'm one of the really sweet guys on the North American continent.
Maybe so, but the professor covered that. He said sometimes it skips a generation, but it's bound to show up sooner or later. It's in the genes.
Oh, I don't know.
No, Dobie. You know how I feel about parenthood. Do you think I want your father's mean old genes showing up in my children?
Poppy, I think there's a definite...
Goodbye, Dobie.
Where are you going?
To find another man.
Well, you can't do that. I love you.
And I love you, Dobie. But we've got to think of the children. Surely you understand that? A man who loves children the way you do.
Oh, yeah.
Bye, Dobie.
Poppy? I have found there are a few problems which will not yield to the hot white light of sustained thinking. Now, I've got a problem with Poppy. A big, fat problem. She won't see me, she won't talk to me, she won't open my notes. Do I give up? No, sir. I put my brain to work on it. I've got a plan.
Did you
give Poppy the message?
Yeah, man.
You told her it was an emergency?
Oh, like life and death, man.
Well?
She's gonna be here like in 2 minutes.
Good lad. Maynard, you ought to get yourself a girl.
Oh, not me, Big Daddy. I've tried girls, and it's like nowhere. They spend my money, they won't kiss me goodnight, and they giggle about me in the powder room. You try girls if you wanna. Me, I'm sticking to jazz. Boobity-up, boop-beep, boobity-up, boop-beep, boobity-up, boop-beep.
What's the big emergency?
The emergency is I can't live without you.
Now, Dobie, I told
Poppy, I have a confession to make. I was lying to you about my father. He's not cruel at all.
Then why'd you say he was?
Just trying to win your sympathy is all.
I don't believe you.
Oh, honest, Poppy, he's a great guy. A prince. One of the sweetest, gentlest, most generous men I ever met in my life. And I want you to meet him, too. See for yourself what a perfectly marvelous man he really is. Why don't I pick you up this afternoon and take you over to the store to meet him?
Pick me up and what? You haven't got a car.
Well, you'll see.
All right, Dobie. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Where are you going?
I have something important to do.
Well, what's more important than sitting with me?
Babysitting. Surely you understand that, a man who loves babies the way you do.
Oh, yeah. Hey, goodbye, little mother. Well, I've got an easy afternoon. All I have to do is turn my father into a sweet, kind, gentle, considerate man.
No! No, I can't wait until tomorrow. You get out here and fix this cash register today. What kind of service do you people give anyway? So the cash register's 25 years old. Why shouldn't it work? I'm 45 years old and I'm still working. Today, do you hear?
My, you're in a jolly mood today.
As a matter of fact, I am.
Well,
How would you like a new hat to go with that new dress?
of course.
You've got it, baby.
My, I wish I had a witness.
No, honest. The hat's yours. Scout's honor.
Why, thank you, dear. I guess I shouldn't ask, but what happened?
Well, I was checking the stock this morning, and you know all those gourmet items we thought we were stuck with? The fancy stuff, the canned lobster, ripe olives, imported sardines, artichoke hearts. Well, they've been moving.
They have?
They have. At least they're gone, so somebody must have bought them.
I suppose so.
You know, there's a lot of profit in those items, and I figured, why shouldn't my Winnie get in on it, too?
You're sweet, Herbert.
Oh, you're sugar, brown, powdered, and granulated.
You're a good man, Herbert.
And you're a good woman, Winnie.
And we have a good son.
That's open to debate.
Now, Herbert.
All right. He's a good kid, but...
But nothing. Someday you're going to be very proud of him.
The day I'll be proud of him is the day he walks in that door and without anybody asking him, puts on an apron and goes to work. What are you made up for?
I'm reporting for work, Dad.
I thought I heard her say you wanted to go to work.
You did, dear. I told you he was a good boy.
You also told me the Dodgers would never leave Brooklyn.
Well, what would you like me to do first, Dad?
Well, first, I'd like you to tell me what's on that twisted little mind of yours.
Nothing. I just thought I'd like to help out, that's all.
Why are you so suspicious, dear?
Why? For 17 years, the only time he sets foot in the store is to rob the cash register. Now he comes in and says he wants to go to work. It figures.
I'll be honest with you, Dad.
Oh, now there's a switch.
I do want something.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
A kind word.
How's that again?
Dad, if I worked hard all morning, and if I went out this afternoon and delivered all your orders, when I came back, what would you be like?
I'd be like in a coma.
No, seriously, Dad, if I brought somebody back to see you, a girl, say, wouldn't you be sweet and kind and gentle to me?
You do a full day's work, and I'll be so sweet and kind and gentle, there won't be a dry eye in the house.
Done and done. Now, for a starter, how about if I sweep up the place?
Well, smarty pants. How do you account for that?
It's very simple. He's under the spell of an evil witch.
time I've ever ridden in a truck. It's fun.
Listen, you stick with me, kid, and before long I have you riding in diesels, tractors, moving vans.
Oh, Dobie, you're so funny.
And you're so beautiful and wonderful and exciting and round and white and pink and lovable.
Thank you, Dobie. But you mustn't talk like that. Not till after I meet your father, anyhow. Remember, we're a separated couple.
Oh, not for long. No, wait till you meet Dad. What a darling, sweet, tender, loving man.
What is he?
Hey, how would you like an apple?
Doesn't it belong to the people who order those groceries?
Ah, they'll never notice it. Here, be my guest.
Thank you. Good.
Yeah?
Why, hello, Mr. Phillips.
Good afternoon.
We don't get to see you around here very often.
No, I just happened to have the day off. I was at home when the groceries arrived.
Everything's all right, isn't it?
Do you happen to know how many apples my wife ordered?
6 pounds. I filled the order myself.
And grapes?
2 pounds.
6 pounds of apples. And 2 pounds of grapes.
Why, I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Phillips. I can't understand how it happened.
We'll make it good right away.
Yes.
No, thank you.
No?
Mr. Gillis, do you know where I work?
I believe it's the City Hall, isn't it?
Department of Weights and Measures. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, and a summons. Room 306 at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Be there.
I think it's just wonderful the way you deliver all these orders, Dobie.
Oh, it's nothing, really.
How do you remember where each one goes?
So I got my own system. Pretty ingenious, I must say. I make up little poems for each order.
Little poems, how divine.
Yeah, like a box of berry for Mrs. McCrary, or a bottle of bluing for Mrs. Ewing, or a case of beer for Mrs. Lear.
Oh, Dobie, you're so clever.
True. And I've got a sweet, gentle father.
We'll see.
You'll see.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Lear.
How do you do? How did your luncheon go? Very animated, very lively.
Well, that's nice.
Oh, you think it was nice, do you?
Wasn't it?
Was it? Oh, I'm sure it was, Mrs. Lear. Everybody knows about your Wednesday luncheon meetings. Why, they're legendary. Thank you. And who comes to my Wednesday luncheons, Mrs. Gillis? Your club. The Militant Women's League Against Alcohol. Correct. The Militant Women's League Against Alcohol, of which I was the president until this afternoon. And do you want to know why I am no longer president?
No, I don't think so.
What happened, Mrs. Lear? Your son, what's his name? Dopey?
Well, that's close enough.
Your son, Dopey, came into my house carrying a case of beer. A case of beer? Oh, no. Oh, yes. And this is why I am no longer president. My attorney tells me I have a clear case of defamation of character.
And you, I take it, are her attorney.
Room 409, City Hall, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock.
But, mister, I can't make it at 9 o'clock.
Be there.
Well, that's the last of them.
You mean we're all through?
Yep.
Oh, heck, this is fun.
Want to ride around some more?
Could we?
Sure thing. Say, how'd you like to take the wheel?
Oh, I can't drive.
You can't drive. Here, take the wheel. I'll teach you.
No, but look at all those cars. I'll hit someone.
Yeah. Say, tell you what, we'll go way out to the end of Elm Street. It's real country out there. Nobody around for miles.
Gee, I don't know, Dobie.
Gosh, just put yourself in my capable hands.
Oh,
Dobie. Good afternoon. My name is Toynbee.
Yes?
I am a bird watcher.
Well, there are no birds in here.
True, but you know where there's heaps of them?
Look, mister, I got lots of trouble today.
At the end of Elm Street, there's heaps of birds.
Swell.
Know what I saw out there a little while ago?
A double-breasted seersucker?
At this time of the year?
What did you see, Mr. Toynbee?
A truck. Your truck. Gillis Grocery, it said.
Yes.
It was going rather fast.
Yes.
About 70, I'd say. Perhaps 80.
Oh, dear.
the wrong side of the street.
Dear, oh dear.
With a little girl at the wheel.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, the birds were frightened. The Audubon Society takes a dim view of frightening birds. Indeed, it is against the law.
All right, let's have it.
Room 127, City Hall. Tomorrow morning.
At 9 o'clock.
Why, yes.
It figures.
Thank you, Dobie. This was one of the nicest afternoons of my whole life.
And it's not over yet, because in a minute you're going to meet my father. You'll change your mind about those jeans. What a fine man. What a fine gentleman. So considerate, so tender, so loving, so human, so gracious, so mild. Mother, darling, this is Poppy Herring. Where's dear Dad? Oh, hello, dear Dad.
You.
Dear Dad.
You. No good. Imbecile. Why is it?
You shot him in
I gotta kill this boy, Winnie. I just got him. Consider him man. Stand still. I want to talk to you.
Don't worry, dear. He's never caught him yet.
Poppy's really a great man.
Dobie, shame on you. I wouldn't have your dirty old jeans for anything.
Dirty old jeans. I just put these on this morning.
Herbert, give me that.
All right. I'll kill him tomorrow. But I'll kill him. I gotta kill that boy. Dobie? What are you thinking about?
As a matter of fact, Maynard, I'm thinking about you.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking what a good friend you are. What a great comfort to me.
Oh, it's like nothing, Dobie.
Oh, you're wrong. It's the most important thing I've got. Maybe I don't do so good with girls, but by George, I've got a friend. A real friend.
Sure, Dobie. And I'll be your buddy like forever. And if there's ever anything you need, just call me. Because that's what friendship is, good buddy. I mean, take David and Jonathan, and Damon and Pythias and all them cats. Oh, they really like...
Dobie, once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dream or at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone.